adults with this little female got there.
Oh shit.
So we was talking about some little explicit shit. I'm telling my partner that's sitting right next to me, like, cuz keep an eye out for the teacher, cuz I'm in this shit. Like, nigga, this shit jumping off the paper to me. So shit, nigga going over the test. I'm saying they reading what Shawty said back. I just said some wild shit, guys. I'm reading what Shawty said back. This nigga come up, snatch the paper. I'm like, cuz, why the fuck you ain't tell me, my nigga? Like, you see the nigga walking over here, cuz, what the fuck? So shit, this nigga take the note, go to his little table, he start reading the shit, like, he into this shit, like.
Explicit.
Man, that man might have read that last part.
You guys want to read it out loud to the class?
My nigga looked at me. I'm gonna tell your father. Like, glasses in hand and everything. Like, tell your father.
What'd you
about
say?
this. I'd rather not say.
Tell me in my ear.
I wanna know.
Some middle school or something?
It was all that.
I said, you
Like,
was sick.
All that.
Nasty motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Where did you hear that?
No. And there's a little
I won't repeat what
joke
he
going
said.
around. Oh my god. There's a little joke going around, cuz. So goddamn. A nigga said the little joke, you feel me? But we looking at it like it's funny, but when an adult see this shit and don't know what the fuck going on, he like, shit, no. This is some serious shit. Like, fuck that.
Damn.
And then it's like my uncle died like the week before, goddamn. So I was in the counselor office like that whole week. My uncle died, you feel me? Because the nigga just couldn't take that shit. Like, the nigga was just crying down every day. That nigga called that same counselor. That counselor read that shit, boy. It's like her whole shit flipped. Like, well, I don't fuck with you no more, boy. Like, that white lady realized, boy, I don't know you. Like, after reading this shit, boy, that ain't the same person that was in my office crying last week.
Why not?
There's many sides to me, lady.
Man,
You could have been acting out.
principal read that shit, boy.
You
She
gonna get in your seat?
Ooh.
Or you gonna
Oh yeah. Principal done read that shit.
I'm just asking. They had to.
Oh, we getting
That boy got the paper rolled.
That's mine. I'm trying to.
That's mine.
Papers. That's how I used to roll. That's how I used to roll my shit. Nah, goddamn. So the little principal, goddamn.
You got to put a person. You a delinquent.
You can stay over there and get some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I can put it right there.
That's a little nippy right there, but it's dope.
Yeah, it is.
But
I bet it is.
Let me get my thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Right here.
You got my mic.
Oh.
Wait, no, you start right here. I'm gonna just.
No,
No, you
wait.
can tell. Let me get my
I'm
things.
gonna move over there.
This one, let me get mine.
Yeah, I'm saying, let me get over here.
Thank you.
Do our thugs fizzle, you feel me? Get comfortable. You
Hey,
in my
boy,
business. By the way,
bring that Taylor Port over here.
yeah, get that.
I might
Please.
ease up that to the point. I ain't lying.
I'm about to say, what you want this shit, though?
And shit, if you don't know,
Got
you
the
know what
pie
I'm saying?
juice.
This is the podcast, you feel me? Welcome
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
podcast. This your
know
boy,
that.
you know
Oh,
what
we
I'm saying?
recording?
Yes.
We live, baby.
Rising.
You know what I'm saying?
We're rising.
We on, we on. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. It's
Yes,
another
sir.
episode, your boy. That's your boy, Young Sip, right here. To the left of me, you know what I'm saying? I got that guy, never tell, you feel me? You know Cam Bino. Shit. My young nigga in the cut, you feel me? Jay Tony, he done I think that's about to be his permanent position, you feel me? He got them holding down the podcasting couch.
This is my
You know what I'm
second
saying?
time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though. My mama gave me that couch. So I ain't trying to give
My mama
up
gave me
on
that
it.
shit.
Give it up.
Gave me that couch. That's trusty Dusty right there.
Shit. I mean, you make your decision, my boy, but shit, this all shit.
My
You feel me?
microphone
However you
all
want
over
to do
there. I'm gonna kick it over here because she over there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I was
And
looking.
if y'all don't know who she is, you feel me? If you don't recognize the face, you feel me? This is the ambitious, the great, the lovely
Do it.
Lexus. I'm not gonna say her last name, you feel me? But this is Alexis. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the podcast, Alexis. This is her
Appreciate
first
you
time
coming.
being here.
Yes.
How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, y'all. Like I was telling them, I'm a fan of y'all, so
Ooh,
We
like,
appreciate
really
you.
being on
I'm
here,
surprised you did that.
being in y'all element, and hanging with y'all. So yeah,
We
I'm
appreciate
excited.
it.
Man, we're glad to have you here, you feel me?
I ain't gonna front. We've been trying to get you on. We just ain't never extended the olive branch, but we see what you had going on in the community. You feel me? As far as the daycare. What's the name of the daycare again?
So yes, the name of the daycare is called Andrews Childcare and Enrichment Center. We have 3 locations in Savannah, but I work to the one that's located in Carver Village, located on 806 Bowden Street. If you are looking for childcare, y'all put that plug in there. So yeah, that's the daycare that I direct, and yeah, it's going really well. It's fun. I'm actually a teacher right now, so it's been good working with the kids and really just watching them develop and teaching them different things. So it's good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Take a special person to work with kids.
I was about to say.
I can tell you done been doing some type of media shit. You looking straight at the camera.
I don't know. Like I'm just looking up.
Hey,
I'm over here.
we be all over.
Listen, I'm talking to y'all, but no, yeah, it's good though. You have to have a different type of patience to work with kids. So
Yeah, I'm team FTK. I don't know.
Crazy. Oh,
You just Abbott Elementary?
Oh, that shit hard. I fuck with it. You feel me?
haven't seen
Abbott
it.
That shit funny.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all
that
ain't
shit
know,
funny.
you feel me? Watch that shit.
it's funny.
I told my mama to watch it, but shit, she was on before I even told you. Feel me? Like, I already knew. But shit, what's your favorite part about working with the kids and your profession?
Really just watching them grow, and just being able to to have a hand in that is important to me. Working with the kids, I work with kids that's 3 to 4 years old, so they, they can talk and they can let me know what's going on. So just really trying to tune in on different things that they need is important and making it fun. They keep me going, they keep me young, so I like that. Keeping my toes.
With the kids, man.
Yeah, I fuck with kids. The thing I like about kids is that they just think you be so cool. It's like, you don't know I'm fucking up.
It's a huge version of you.
I don't know. It's a habit. It's a habit. Like, nigga, you don't know I'm fucking up bad out here. I'm a genius. But I'm holding it together.
Just like they say, you make it look cool though.
Right.
Hey.
It's good for them to see that though, that
You still going.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Still
Could be worse.
What you
They
still
don't
doing?
see the
Still
behind.
doing?
I mean, a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes. You feel me? But sometimes the behind the scenes parts be better than
See,
some of the parts in the movie.
little kids that age, they just, they're still innocent. They're bad, but they still have this cuteness to them. They haven't reached the 9, 10, 11, 12.
Like you know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, dirtiness to them.
Like, we was
Dirty boy.
So I got a little dirtiness
You got a little
No,
thing.
seriously.
It's like we was just talking about middle school, and I ain't gonna front to continue my story a little bit, but shit,
Minutes.
where was I? I told you.
You guys started from the beginning, really, not.
Well,
Yeah,
Read the
that
letter.
nigga got put out of Mercer.
What
Story
happened
time.
after that?
Story time with Sip. I'll start.
It's been a while.
And
Yeah.
Mama, again, sorry.
Mother,
He ain't sorry.
he ain't.
He just sorry he got caught.
that's all it
Not
is.
sorry.
Fuck y'all.
He done did it again.
Anyways, so when I was in middle school, my 6th grade year, I was at Mercer Middle School.
Yeah, you just
This thing got put out in the 6th grade.
6th
He
grade.
bad as shit.
Last week of school. The last week of school.
overly horny.
Shut up. But nah, man, so the little female that, you know what I'm saying, I was involved with, we was talking, how middle schoolers talk on letters and shit, you feel me? And at the time we was going over the ITBS test, you feel me, like the little practice shit. Not some important shit, you feel me, because it was a practice test, and it's like shit, nigga, it's the last week of school, brother. I don't know why you trying to go.
Why the fuck are we taking an Iowa standardized test in Georgia?
ITBS test. Damn,
Yeah.
bro, you just open something. Memory deck.
Like, I'm
The
sorry.
ITBS?
Yeah, the I in that motherfucker stood for Iowa or something. Like, why the fuck? I'm sorry, I just don't. That's what. Yeah, anyway, keep going. Yeah.
But yeah, shit, we going over that shit. I told my partner next to me, like, brother, look out for your boy, you feel me? Like, what's going on this paper, brother? If I get caught with this, it's over with. So just keep an eye out for your boy.
This nigga talking like he had some packs.
Well, I'm like, if we talking about drugs,
I ain't caught with this nigga.
I started putting my scale out.
Watch
God damn, Sean.
God.
Was it crack or was it a love letter? Shit. Cause niggas that mercy
This is a
shit.
little expensive. I was a little hornball.
Oh God. So
But anyways, I'm not gonna say what was on the letter, but I'm reading what she was writing back, and the teacher comes up and grabs the paper, and I'm like, what the fuck? I look at this nigga like, dog,
It's over with y'all boys.
I really like that was the feeling like, boy, it's over. Like, a nigga like a whole, like it felt like everything just left out my body. Like, boy, I know it's over with, boy. So shit, like I said, bro, where my glasses at, man? Like the teacher got there, took off his glasses, cause and he into this shit like. That nigga read that one part and he.
I'm not erotica.
Shut the fuck up, man. But nah, he read that one part. That nigga looked at that shit. You tell your father about this. I'm just sitting right there.
Not my father.
Anybody but him.
Now again, you feel me? The week before my uncle had passed, you feel me? So I spent like that whole week in class in the counselor's office and shit. The counselor was like real, you feel me? Like nurturing, you feel me? Like
This was the funeral you went to that was at nighttime?
nah.
I'm about to say.
But nah, she was very comforting in my time of need. So shit. He called her to come get me. And when he called her and gave her the letter to read, you feel me? That white lady flipped, boy, like, that's when I realized, boy, like, a lot of white people ain't really on your side, ain't it? Like, cause, like, boy, she realized,
As
like,
long as she thought you was a good nigga, it was all good.
exactly, but shit, once she saw that,
You a real nigga.
You authentic, huh?
Nigga.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe betrayed.
But anyways, cuz, so shit. They took me to the office, you feel me? The principal reading that shit. When she read that one part, like, ooh,
Explosion.
oh, I gotta call your mom about this one.
You too fresh.
She called moms, and it's like the way that lady was reading that shit, you thought she was in church reading scripture, like,
And I quote.
yeah, like some shit like that, brother. Like, when I heard my mama when she heard that one part, ooh.
Yeah, I've been there before.
So
been there.
like
You said what?
You want to get it?
I
You
have
said
been
what?
there.
Not for that same
Okay.
situation, but
Man, listen, like, boy, at that point, you feel me? It's like
exactly feeling.
I had no feeling inside my body.
Stomach dropped to your ass.
My stomach was like out of the building. Like I had no appetite. I didn't want nothing. You feel me? Like nigga was scared. I'm getting scared right now. Thinking about that
Shivering and
shit.
shaking right now.
Cause I don't know if it's cool. I don't know if it's cool. Or me just thinking about God. And listen,
They put the fear of God in that nigga that day, boy.
boy, brother.
Put the
All my life, a nigga realized when, like, after she called my mama to finish the paperwork, oh, you could go and sit in the conference room with your people come get you, cause we ain't got nothing else to do with
Boy,
you.
fed up with your ass.
Like,
Damn.
What else did
So
you
they
did that
expelled
year?
you?
Like,
They
did you
expelled
do that? Was that the only thing you got in trouble for?
That's a lot.
see, nah, I had a rough year that year.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Okay,
never.
so that was
I was fighting a good bit, you know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
was
No.
You had a lot going on.
Man,
Not you at Mercer throwing hands.
Niggas thought I was sweet. Man, yeah, like niggas thought it was sweet, like, cause I was that quiet nigga that could hoop, cause so it's like shit.
Yeah.
And everybody fuck with me, cause shit, my brother just graduated from there the year before, you feel me? So it's like
You had to
shit.
make your presence.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Had to slap a
you
nigga
folks
too.
knew a nigga, you feel me? And it's like shit, you being in 6th grade, older niggas fuck with you, females fucking with you, like niggas not gonna like that shit. So shit, certain niggas used to try a nigga like, oh man, you ain't such a alright, good. Like, so shit.
Say
I
that.
had to do what I had to do, cuz. But shit, besides that, you feel me? Like, don't fuck with just.
Man, shout
I
out
guess
to
that
the
was my
nigga.
third strike. I guess that was the third strike, you feel me? But folks told me to go in the conference room wait on my daddy, you feel me? I'm sitting in that chair, like I was asleep. But it's like, I damn near felt my daddy pull up to the school. Like, that nigga came in that office door and it's like, exactly. Like, boy, like my ears perked up like a dog when I heard that dog office door open because it's like, yeah, I'm here to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, how the fuck I knew that was him? Like, hey man, I ain't even want to get up. I was still asleep. Like, well, them folks had called my name.
I ain't gonna say
I ain't
I
gonna say what I was about to say that.
Man, I looked up at Pops cause I looked up at Pops like, come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, boy.
Nigga, get outside, bro.
You ain't
Pop some. I like pop some, son.
That's one of those things that if you didn't grow up with a daddy, you didn't miss out on nothing with that part. Cause that shit they ain't gonna
Oh, brother.
My daddy gonna beat me one time.
What?
They be
Yeah.
gentle with the girls.
And he cried. I got.
I ain't
Sound
He
like my
cried.
wife.
Why you
And
beat
then
me?
like,
Sound
he
like
took
my
me to get
wife.
some ice cream after.
That's kind of sick.
Sound like my wife.
Why don't cry when you beat me?
What kind of
Like,
fuck
it was
is
after, you know.
tap on the
It was
wrist?
after the fact.
I don't know.
I had got suspended
You
in
got popped on the
kindergarten.
head.
I don't know. I got in like it just I put me out.
Let's suspend it.
Fucking
I
harder.
got in trouble. I got called to school. I don't know.
You was studying harder than me.
Yeah.
Kindergarten. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
front.
So he picked me up from my grandma's house and gave me a little
Ice cream.
When I got a push pop.
That's not punishment.
Hell no.
My favorite ice cream.
You did all type of shit.
So,
You
cuz,
started. My food locked up.
like I said, brother, to finish the story.
Get my folks locked up.
To finish the story, I hollered at mom, I hollered at Pop, someone some shit like, man, Pops, I'm sorry. That nigga cut me off before I could even say stop.
What?
Son,
Say.
I ain't even trying to hit.
Yeah.
Say.
You know what
Yeah.
you did.
It's like, cuz, and it's like niggas think I'm going home early, like they outside at lunch. Shaw, alright, Shaw, you feel me? Like, I'm hot.
Bye, boy.
You can't even, like, bro, I ain't
No,
heard them niggas, cuz, like,
my head went down.
like my head down, cuz, like, I ain't heard them niggas, cuz, like,
I asked her already. I'm tightening my shit up. I'm trying to numb my own ass.
Boy, my daddy done let
Bro,
me
listen
ride.
though.
I just hope I keep my
Listen.
clothes on.
my mom, we had an expedition.
Get naked.
We had an expedition at the time, cuz. So it's like the seat's kind of big, you feel me? The expedition. I'm in the back seat. I'm sitting like,
That nigga about to piss his
I'm sitting in the middle, you feel me? But it's like the seat is big. I ain't even peep my mama was in the car, cuz.
Not Deuce lurking.
Boy, listen.
Dude,
I didn't even see my mama.
That's a scary
I
sight,
didn't
boy.
see my mama.
That's a
in the
scary
car,
sight.
cuz.
He's so
Listen,
bad.
brother, listen,
sudden
Cam,
move.
listen, brother.
That's funny.
I ain't see my mama. The first thing I seen was a shoe coming at my ass, cuz I ducked that shit like just in time. She threw the next one. She was like,
She had both
boy,
feet.
mom,
I got 2 feet.
boy, mom said,
On your
fuck
ass.
it.
On your
After
ass.
she threw
Jumped
the
across that
shoe, she
seat.
jumped in the back
Yeah.
seat of my ass, boy,
Yeah.
and started going in, boy.
You know that.
Like you thought it was wrestling,
Like,
like
you know that.
y'all remember on the little wrestling shit when the niggas got
Get you in the corner.
Yeah, like you know talking.
Back on that pole.
Yeah. Boy, mom was tearing my shit up. Boy, I'm in the back seat like, why daddy got down?
Get this
Rhonda,
money off me.
get back in the front seat. I ain't going to jail and
I'm
Garden
about to
City.
say, y'all still on school.
Boy,
Still on school,
So I
right?
ain't
Jail.
going to jail and go and see
Y'all niggas going.
Boy, listen. Them boys got me to the house, brother.
He should have run
Go
away.
upstairs. Boy, listen, the
Nigga,
nigga go
move.
upstairs, you feel me? My mom would take them clothes off. I ain't beating no clothes. You just whooped my ass in the car, goddamn. Like,
Boy, that's a startup.
boy, listen.
That was just an appetizer.
Boy,
right
Pops came in. Pops came in. Like, I remember this shit vividly, bro.
there. You ain't gonna tell another little girl that.
Listen, I remember this shit vividly. Like,
I forgot this shit started
they had a special
This nigga.
belt, my nigga.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
your last
Got
time
a
telling
big
me,
ass whooping.
They had a little
They
girl
had
talking
a
about your little
special
kitty
belt,
belt.
my nigga. That shit had like alligator skin on it, cuz like I remember this belt, and that shit was thick as a motherfucker.
That's torture.
Well, my daddy was goddamn whooping my ass, cuz like I'm feeling like I'm dying getting my ass whooped, and it's like I'm looking up, like I'm on the ground, like cuz like what more, like bro, I'm looking up.
What is smoking though?
Y'all niggas had up, man. Cuz I swear for Lord, cuz I'm on the ground feeling like I'm dying.
You was on the floor.
Yes, nigga, what the fuck else I'm gonna be? I'm getting my ass
I
whooped.
mean,
On the
I don't
bed.
know. You on the bed? What? Well,
I ain't even
continue
made
your
it to the
story.
bed, cuz
Continue
like,
your
my
story.
The
listen,
whole time.
Huh?
My daddy used to beat us standing up. Like,
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I'm
beat me
saying.
standing up.
I was
So
standing
face
up.
the
He
opposite
beat me
way.
to my
Listen.
knees. Like he beat me to
My
my
knees
knees.
was no problem, boy. When I got in band class, boy, because when I got in
listen.
band, 'cause
Face the
nigga,
opposite
Yeah,
way.
grab you by your arm.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you shot. That's how you started getting my ass until I just fell. Like I'm on the ground at this point. Like I'm what? Exactly.
nigga ass is
That's
numb.
me.
That's
That's
the
me.
first fool. I don't even feel it no more. I'm just hollering because nigga, my ass don't wet no.
Brother.
Like, fuck it.
I swear, like, I'm not capping y'all, but it's what I saw. It's like I felt like Paul was handed it, but he damn near tossed it up to Mom's.
Assist.
Mom
Shit.
caught that bitch in mid swing like Blake in LA.
Slam that shit on your ass.
Slam that motherfucker on my ass,
His head
boy.
top.
And it started going in. I'm like, oh, it's not
You
over.
got, now see, that's,
Oh my God.
that's different. I ain't never had no combined ass whooping. I watched my brother get one of them one time, and that shit was like
Fine.
brutal. But
Listen, I felt
you
like
really fucked up that day, boy.
Listen, I was on the ground.
Man, when they
I was on the
came up beating your
ground
ass.
crying for another 20 minutes after they left. Like I'm just sitting there.
They left that nigga.
My folks had to go back to work.
What can they do?
My folks had to go back to work.
They didn't tell you to go to your room and then they just stopped beating your ass and leave you in the same spot.
Left me.
Dang.
Went back to work.
You can tell the baby your ass.
Before
They
my,
used to at least
before
tell
my
you to go to your
daddy
room.
went back to work though,
I don't even know what you're
this
doing.
nigga pulled all the cable cords out of every TV.
No, but be that nigga like a nigga on the street. Left his ass right there.
That nigga pulled
Bitch
every
ass.
Why
cable.
about you couldn't plug it back up?
He took them shit
Boy,
back to
stepped
work.
over his
Oh.
ass.
He took them shit back to
That's
work.
what
with
they
him,
say. You
cuz.
took him out the wall.
Boy, stepped over there crying child
You
and
remember
went back to work.
I don't know if y'all boys remember like the old TVs because they used to have like a cable cord like from TV to the wall type
School,
shit.
yeah,
you feel me?
Just
yeah.
stood out.
Man,
What I just told you the other day, my
He
dad
took-
used to do when I
he
kept leaving
took
my
all
TV
them
on.
shits out of every
They took
TV.
the cord out the.
Out of every
You
TV.
fucked it up for the whole house.
Brother, my brothers came home from school.
Oh yeah,
like,
now we gonna beat your ass again.
took the PlayStation controllers.
Yeah,
All that.
now we definitely gonna beat your ass.
Damn.
Boy, I don't have. I'm in this house with nothing.
Yeah.
We gonna beat your ass.
I don't think I was
No, my brother was definitely worse than me. Like I said, bro, they.
I was the oldest. So
Sounds like
they
young
got
delinquents in
me
Savannah,
some
goddamn.
spots.
There are a lot of
You
beatings.
was
bro.
one of the young
I
delinquents in
got a
Savannah.
couple. I got a couple beatings, but I didn't get nearly as many as my brother.
Man, ain't you sad she used to bully you in middle school?
There was one instance where she joined in on the bullying.
Oh gosh,
That
no.
was-
I probably was just checking you. I used to check.
No.
Because he was a little smaller than he is
Nah.
now.
So there was some shit that happened.
You was bigger than him back then. You was
Yeah, I
like,
probably
beat your
was.
ass.
Some shit had happened my 6th grade year, right?
Oh my gosh.
Some shit had happened my 6th grade year. I made the basketball team, but there was some shit that happened after practice.
Right.
And I mean, it's middle school. You know, rumors get started easily. So a rumor got started that, oh, this nigga like cried to the coach to get on the basketball team.
Boy, niggas used to say anything in middle school.
Type shit. Like this nigga went up to the coach crying, and the coach let him on the team because of that. Like, what?
Eh? Why would you say that?
Yeah, no, like, don't get me wrong. I definitely cried because at first I didn't. So what actually happened was okay, and this is really some flaky shit.
Clear it.
This nigga cried.
I cried. No, I cried. I'm not. I definitely cried. I for certain cried.
That's the clip.
That's the first thing I said.
We thought Cam was an asshole.
No, I did cry because I got. At first I thought I got cut.
Right.
So originally this nigga said 15 people would make the team,
Mhm.
and for whatever reason, I don't fucking know, he chose to move it down to 14. Now mind you, I did cry. I didn't cry in front of him. I went to the locker room. I was in the locker. My brother came and got me, saw me in the locker room crying, and there was players back there too. But it's not. I didn't go say nothing to the coach. I had no idea what he was about to come and tell me was the case. This nigga came to the locker room and told me I did originally say I was gonna have 15 players on the team. Whose name was the 15th name? My name. So he extended it. So the next day in school, niggas like, oh, this nigga cried to the coach and shit to get on the team. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, no, I didn't. Like,
Don't play me.
yeah, so I'm coming down the hallway and niggas just like, cry baby, cry baby. You was one of them niggas. Cry baby. She was like, what's up, cry baby? I was like, what the fuck? Niggas got me fucked up. I'm gonna slap me a nigga today.
That man Cam was about to choose violence. Like,
Slap me a nigga today, boy. Time out.
That.
I'm glad you did.
Next mixtape.
It's on.
Wait a
It's
minute.
on.
I know we go to these folks' charter school, but y'all really got the game fucked up. Got the game fucked up, but yeah, no. And she probably used to join in when the boys would call me lollipop.
That one hallway.
You call them lollipop too?
Yeah, she probably.
No, I
did.
ain't call you
Yeah.
lollipop.
She probably did.
No,
It's okay. Bullying is good for the
had
school.
one hallway.
That's how you got to check
Yeah,
it.
Bullying is
one hallway.
yeah, we did.
One
It builds
hallway.
character.
Though.
It definitely do.
I
I was just so shocked because first of all, that shit was like, bruh. First of all, how do y'all niggas wasn't even there? How do y'all know this? Who told y'all? Like, what the fuck?
News travel fast.
Yeah.
That's how I used to go.
Yeah, boy. So, but yeah, she bullied me in middle school, but it's all good. I'm not a, like I said, bullying builds character. I bullied me a couple niggas throughout school.
in the past.
So,
I just want to talk shit.
you know,
Water
it
under the
is-
bridge.
It is, yeah.
Under Savannah bridge.
Hey, man, we grown now. That was forever ago. But middle school is terrible. It's a terrible place. Those are the worst human beings on earth. Niggas, children between 11 to 13. And if your child got left back a couple
Definitely
years,
a key age.
you are, yeah, those are
You
some
start
worst-
smelling yourself a little.
They be trying to find themselves.
For sure, yeah.
You start smelling.
Telling, well, when I was subbing, oh my god, like I subbed all levels. I subbed elementary school, middle school, and high school. Elementary school, and the crazy thing about middle school is I like middle school more than any other group because at the same time, even though they was the worst, I could talk to them how I really like need to talk to people. Like, nah, y'all little niggas got sense and y'all bad as hell, so y'all need to hear this shit. The high schoolers, it's like it ain't too late for them, but for me, it's like y'all niggas, yeah,
Too far
nah.
gone.
Y'all, y'all gonna want y'all gonna. I just thought they grows because it was gross. Elementary school, they too little, they too needy, they all in your face, wanna touch you, just telling you everything. Yeah, well, one little girl.
You give me the heebie-jeebies talking about
Yeah,
that.
It's like, hold on, but like what you having to deal with that?
Spilling
young
shit.
kids.
I'm changing pull-ups. I'm trying to potty train. Like it's you have to really.
You a strong soul.
Has COVID hit the daycare at any point?
No,
I saw
fortunately,
pre-K
our center,
one
it has
time.
not.
Shit.
It has not hit the daycare. But I try to really maintain control of it. Like once the parents cannot come inside the building. As soon as we get the kids, we check them in, temperature checks. They have to wash their hands. I clean up, and that's so funny. Like usually, y'all, when I'm cleaning up, I'll listen to y'all episodes. So
It's good.
it's funny in that way that I'm on here, but yeah, COVID has not hit, but really with the elementary school kids, we have before and after kids that we work with. So it's been difficult because it's been hitting the schools a lot. So just trying to maintain it with them. When they come into our center, they're on like opposite sides of the building. Like I just have to try to manage it as best as I can. So
Keep up
it's
the
been
good work.
good so far.
Hell yeah.
But nah, it's crazy though. Like we were just talking about middle school. We gotta pray for the city, man. Like you said, 11 and 13, like it's a crazy time, like a crazy age. And I just saw in the news the other day, like a little 13-year-old got shot in the leg by, I don't know, like I don't think they said who, but still, like you 13, you getting shot, my boy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? I just heard a story recently about my nephew. You feel me? Shout out to my little nephew, but gotta be safe, man. These little kids now, you feel me? Like little niggas toting. Now, you feel me? So man, just gotta make sure we still setting a good example for our youth. You feel me? Like the youth that's under us. You feel me? Like it take a village. You know what I'm saying? So try to raise these young niggas upright if we can.
Several things. That's a whole that's a whole nother. I mean, it ain't really a whole nother. We can talk about that shit today.
You just have to try to be like as impactful as you can be with the people that you work with. Like the kids I work with, I just try to be as intentional as I can and just try to build them up just based on the things that I know and the knowledge that I have. And that's really just what I try to do.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, it started at home. Like,
It
you
do.
could be an example all you want, but what them kids go home to, what their immediate environment is, that's what
You don't know what you
shaping
said
how they
now.
really turn out. So,
Yeah.
Light skin and seeing some shit.
come on,
Yeah.
man.
And ain't got no business.
And it shows, and that's why we're working in childcare. Like, cause it's new to me really, cause I just moved back home to Savannah like 3 years ago. So we're just working in childcare. It's just like, okay, a lot of things is just like foundationally, and we say like a lot of things start at home, but it starts in like daycare too, because they're there with us majority of the day, and they with their parents, just like, just portions of the day, morning and night in a sense. So you just have to be careful of who you put your children around, and
I was about to say,
you know who you have around them, and just making sure you're good.
I was about to say, what's the most inappropriate thing you might have heard a child say?
You straight for
What's wrong with you?
jugular.
Because I know that's some, like, kids say some funny shit though.
They say
bro.
the darndest
I already
things.
know
They
y'all say some
do.
crazy
They
shit.
just, because all of them have their little personalities. You know, a lot of my kids, they just. I'm thinking about them now. They just.
I ain't gonna repeat what that little girl said to me because that shit.
You said it.
Police.
I
will never
But
forget.
they don't say like a lot of off the wall things, you know. But it's more so just like their mannerisms. Like you can just kind of tell like who's the only child at home, or like who don't get enough attention, or you know, just like you just see those type of behaviors like that, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, I try to just talk to their parents like, hey, you know, just make sure you're working with them and just be mindful of this, like, because you have to, it starts at home. So for me, I just try to like bridge that gap between, you know, the parents and the child care workers.
I think it's good that my son got a sister now, you feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying? When he was the only child, like, he ain't really played with a lot of other kids like that. Like, he'll go in his own little corner and play by himself. But it's like now he got a little sister, he's chef move. Like, he open to playing with other kids now, you feel me? Like, he grown a little more, you feel me? I see him growing. You know,
Observation.
so,
Yeah, it works, and it's important. That's why I feel like, you know, they bring their kids to our center and stuff. And they're like, you know, he doesn't like to be around other kids. I'm like, it's okay. Once he gets around other kids, he'll get comfortable and he'll get on the schedule, and it'll work out. So.
Well, he might
It takes
not,
a
and that might just be who he is.
Yeah,
He
you know,
might just not like
sometimes
people.
and it takes a while for them to like adjust. You know, that's the thing.
be a
with children.
sociopath.
You gotta be patient.
yeah,
You
man.
gotta be
Possible.
patient.
Hey,
Completely possible. It's not far-fetched at all.
no, real shit, bro. Because I say that to say, like, you really are your most authentic self when you're a child. Like, adults break you out of being who you really are to fit societal norms. But you really are who you are when you were a little kid. 'Cause nobody taught you how to be. So you literally just doing shit.
Yeah, you're doing things you see. Like, it made me think about one of my kids. Like, he like.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's, I always stress that, like, you, from the time you were a child, because then you get older, which is the craziest part to me. So when you're a little kid, the way I see it anyway, you your most authentic self. Adults break you out of that shit, and then you spend, for a lot of people, the rest of your life trying to figure out who am I really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was talking about that, like just a little small details. Like
Yeah.
if you right left-handed, your parents
Yeah.
might change you right.
All kind of shit they make you not do to fit whatever, you know, the way they see you with societal norms, this type shit. But yeah, some kids are antisocial because that's who they gonna be. They don't like people.
Yeah.
They gotta learn to work with them, but you ain't always gotta like people. But yeah, I like little kids, man, cause they real.
Yeah, they will keep the buck.
Little kids and
Little
old people.
kids real, boy. Yeah.
Very honest. Very
They
candid.
see everything, and it's because they be right there. You know, like they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you got it.
Boys can't help but keep that shit a buck with you, so
Yeah.
I respect it. When they ain't get on my goddamn nerves.
Shit. Kids grow up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I say that to kind of segue into recent news. I hope this ain't nobody family that listen to the show, but
If
You
start
say that
way,
now?
right?
What the fuck? What?
Go to the next one.
I want me to
hey,
Don't say no
I
names.
mean,
Don't say no names. Just leave the names out.
39-year-old man
Okay.
just received more than 50 years in federal prison. I'm not gonna say his name because y'all told me not to.
Thank you.
Yeah, for attempted robbery, carjacking, and firearm offenses. You feel me? If y'all go online, you might figure it out. But in July, they found him guilty on 11 felony counts related to a series of violent crimes and firearm offenses in Savannah and Waycross areas in July 2019. At the sentencing, the court found him also guilty of sexually abusing a juvenile at gunpoint during his crime spree. And he's not going to see the light of day for quite a while.
And it be like that.
It'll be like that. So, again,
But I'm
man,
the local news.
yeah, like,
Man, I don't know why y'all want to talk about this shit.
No, I mean, but it kind of just we just was talking about kids, and you kind of see it, like it made me. I was about to say that like
shit.
one of my kids, you know, all children do certain things, but like when we playing with toys, he wanna like make the dinosaurs fire, the heat, you hear them like bang, 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 you know, so it's just like, you don't really know what they, you know, it's like video games, you know, it's just stuff that they doing that kind of just become their reality in a sense.
Something sound wrong with, not to cut you off, something sound wrong with that guy.
Yeah, he got a lot going on.
If you see the mugshot, you probably will.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you're on the crime spree like that, dude. I'm not willing to believe you're a sane person. I don't personally.
You just out here robbing niggas. You definitely
And
willing to do much more.
Yeah,
you have no conscience at that point.
You robbed somebody for a Ford Escape, brother, or was it a Focus?
But he was getting away with a lot, though. He was getting away with a lot.
That actually makes a
A
difference.
Focus or an Escape. One of them two was what they robbed somebody for. But regardless. Anyway.
It was fine.
I mean, I don't really.
Think about it.
I don't even heard what he said.
Oh shit. But yeah, nah, hey. Just be
He's a
careful.
crazy man.
Like y'all said, man, you gotta be careful when you have children. Not even just when you have children. That come with
You got your kids
that just come with being aware, period. 'Cause if you aware of who you around,
Exactly.
and when you got kids, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, it just comes second
People
nature.
should be having their kids around the kids they don't.
And I mean, you would just be around anybody. If you got your kids around anybody, you just around anybody.
You have to be very mindful of who you're around because you don't know
Yeah.
what people's intentions are.
Yeah. So I think that speaks again, man. Parenting, bro. That shit, it's serious. I have great parents. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no kids yet on purpose because I would be a terrible fucking parent at this point in life. I know what it takes to be a good parent. I ain't there. So I ain't gonna fuck that child life up or mine. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people.
It's better that I want to agree with you.
No, but I mean, you have the control. You know, we have the
different
power
paths,
to way
brother.
that we need to. You're choosing a way, and that's good. You know, like it's a good decision.
That's for for me.
You ready?
For me, you know what I'm
Especially
saying?
as being a man, you can't never like, you know, it's that it could be that easy. So for you to make the decision to weigh it's important.
I ain't worried about being an old daddy picking my kids up from school because first of all, I have a young gene, so I'm gonna always look younger than what I am anyway. And that's mainly for that nigga Coakley when you hear this, because your big ugly ass always talking shit about me being an old nigga picking my kids up from elementary school. I don't get no damn.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Have them when you have them, guys.
First of all, statistically, and you can look this up, older parents
Preach.
usually their children usually grow up better. I'll say it like that. Older parents are usually more mature, usually more financially stable, which only works out better for the child.
Makes sense.
So,
That's just logical.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got more of your bullshit out, you know who you are better, you ready to actually raise
Provide
it.
and give life to
Yeah,
somebody.
you know what I'm saying? So,
There are its benefits, so that's good.
for sure. So, yeah.
Everybody's life is different. So,
Oh, yes, my brother.
you know.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
But Cam, I know you had a question that you wanted to ask Lex. You feel me? I kind of wanted to be our counter topic of the show.
Yeah. God damn it, I keep spilling I keep spilling shit on.
God.
But yeah. Shut up. I gotta stop sitting by this thing. This is literally why they stopped letting us be in the same class in school.
I'm sorry.
But nah, so
This nigga a goofball.
I would personally like to know, what can black men do to better understand black women in this day and age? Ooh.
And our female listeners, you feel me?
Yeah, my opinion is my opinion. This is
Exactly.
my experiences.
You're not speaking for all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
We
you
gonna
can
tap
relate.
in to
I
find out
you can
what
relate.
y'all
I feel you.
opinions
I'm
is
sending love.
on
If you
IG.
don't agree, that's cool too. I'm sending love either way. To me, it's just you have to be able to just be an active listener in what you do. If you are talking to a female, if you having like confrontation or whatever, you just have to be open to what they're saying. You know, a lot of times we as people, we just like want to be able to respond and like have something to say back. But you just have to be open to listening to what they're trying to say and, you know, hear them out and just see what is it that you can do to make the situation better or not. How can you contribute to it? Sometimes you can't, and you just have to be like, okay, well, this is what I can do at this moment, and we gonna try to figure it out. Because a lot of shit, you know, with women, we worry about a lot of things that don't even have to do with what's going on. We trip about shit that we got to worry about.
I
you
always
know,
say I respect
wanting to
that
make
about women, because I feel like women are more proactive
Mhm.
than men. Like that's one thing I personally think. But sometimes it's like, bro, some things you have to wait for the shit to happen for
Yeah.
you to do something. Like,
And that's the thing about
it ain't
men and women.
happening yet. Like, some things, you know what I'm saying?
Like how when before we started recording, the guy was talking and stuff. It's just you have to be able to have a partner. Like it's about balance. Like because we're proactive, we have to have somebody who's with us, who's gonna bring us down a level. Just be able to allow us to focus on the present and what's going on, and focus on the things that we can control. So it'll be less conflict, but
I think that's why
gotta be open to it.
I feel like that's why a lot of women, even though this is a little different from the main question right now, but exactly what we're talking about, women being so proactive. I feel like that's why a lot of women, and which kind of leads to my next question, but end up with niggas that they barely be knowing because they jumped the gun. It's like they be acting on potential so much when it's like, again, I feel like shit that potentially exists don't exist at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit that could exist, but it don't. So you moving on some shit that in your mind you can see, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, and you gotta be like, okay, that's being in the present. Like, okay, what is this doing for me right now? What are you doing for me right now? Like, I know what you saying we gonna be doing, but what's going on right now?
But okay, we gonna stay on the first question first. We get that later. So active listening. What's something else we can do to better understand Black women?
You need to understand us.
Nigga,
Yeah,
I mean,
but you gotta be able to understand.
That nigga get to that.
You choosing to be with somebody.
We gonna get to that.
Active listening.
It's about
It's being able to want to try new things. You know what I mean? You just gotta
You say new things.
really be ready to do better for
It's
yourself.
like sometimes you gotta be. I think she is saying like you gotta be willing to step out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not with everything.
Compromise.
but with-
Yeah, you gotta be able to
You gotta be able
compromise.
to-
Compromise, and that's the next thing. Just being able to compromise in any relationship that you're in. You just have to be willing to be all right.
It's always give and take.
I can give and take, or you gotta pick your battles. I'm not about to stress over this right now. Like, look, this
Facts.
is cool.
That's a part of saving.
What I said.
Some
that was
certain
a
things
big part.
you can't always do that. Those certain things you gotta speak on.
Stand firm on.
You gotta stand firm, and that's
Those
the thing.
Those your core values. Your core, you
Yeah,
can't bend on your core values. Yeah, for sure.
I stress all the time. And look, I stand on principle. Like, you're not about to do this.
Yeah.
If I can't,
I respect that.
I'm not doing it.
Big legs, not the little.
All right, so we got active listening.
Standing firm.
Compromise.
Do we need to write these down?
No, because I believe
It's
in.
simple.
Yeah,
I'm a couple times.
I'm about to say none of this. Oh my fucking god.
Active listening, compromise,
I got what I need.
Hell.
See?
That shit been in the same
Niggas don't look for
on the floor for like an hour. Like,
We just said.
anyway, I think that's something that this generation, and I'm not even the nigga that be like this generation, this, that, third, because ain't nothing new. All of this shit that's going on right now. If you talk to your parents, your grandparents, all of this shit been going on. We just have social media now and technology, so
Same shit.
shit is more.
Yeah, but you see, it's just effort. That's the next thing, effort. You gotta be able to put effort in what you're doing. Like if you gonna say you want to be with somebody, you spending time texting them. Okay, well, what's next? Like what you about to do?
Everybody's so entitled.
It's not entitled, but if you are trying to consume my time,
that's what
you gonna have to like. What
they feel like I'll give you my time. You gotta make some type of commitment,
Yeah.
nigga. You
not
wasted
even
something.
commitment, but it's just like, okay, of course everybody wants commitment at some point, but like you said, that you just can't jump into it. But okay, how are we doing? How can I have to be able to see what you got going on in order to want to do that with you, and that takes.
I just think compromise is something this generation don't understand, because I don't know, it just seems like people don't get the concept of give and take. It's like everybody want shit, but don't nobody want to give shit. Like, and I don't, and I ain't speaking on no specific gender. I'm saying that's something on both sides. It seems to be an issue.
And it goes either way, and that's what it's just not for. It's just for as people. This conversation. How can both men and women work together to be better? And be better. And
I'm
that's
speaking
really-
for the black people.
Oh yeah, always.
I specifically asked, right. I ain't worried about, I'm talking about black nigga issues right now.
We live raw.
No offense to none of our, viewers and listeners that's not black.
Everybody.
You should go in your community right now if you watch this episode and ask the same thing. What can we do to better, you know, understand y'all. They talk shit.
Because we only understand us. Really.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Cultures communicate differently.
Yeah.
Black relations.
So compromising. All right. That was the next thing after active listening.
Effort.
What we doing? Top 3, top 5?
Shit, it's going down the
Yeah.
line.
And okay, and let
What was before effort?
compromising.
This nigga. Okay.
And let me also say this. We talking about
I'm trying to be a better man.
we talking about the women in your
Never.
community, your immediate community. That's the women I'm talking about better understanding. I'm not talking about like so just so niggas understand this, the niggas watching this. I'm not talking about going out and just random women you meet in like no, man, fuck them. I'm talking about the women like the women already in your life, your mama, your sisters, your cousins, the woman you dating, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your daughters, if you got kids. Like, how can we better understand them? Whether it's a romantic relationship, platonic relationship, you know, family relationship. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta want to be able to treat people how you want to be treated. Like you're not gonna want to talk. You don't want nobody to talk to you all type of ways. You're not gonna want nobody to, you know, like. If you having an argument, you know, of course you're gonna yell, but just like go irate, you're gonna want somebody to talk to you with some type of respect.
There's no reason to yell.
My words.
Cause I'm a yeller, so I have to like choose.
I'm a yeller.
Why you got to yell?
Why
you got to raise your
I
voice?
get loud, yeah.
She work with kids too, you feel me?
Yeah,
So-
and my voice like it just
carries.
Yeah, it does. So it's just.
I just hate my teacher say that, boy.
Yeah, ain't gonna front them.
You just me.
My voice do carry. I ain't gonna front them. Sometimes a nigga
My
be
voice
loud.
carry.
You don't mean to be like that.
If I get excited, like you know,
I think
When I get drunk,
black
that's
people as a
Oh, this
whole,
nigga here when
like,
he get drunk.
I try to be blowing, but I
This
was like,
man be this close to me.
like,
Boy,
I hate that.
this nigga is a
I
fucking.
can recognize that about myself. I hate
yeah.
I be drunk too, so I don't be caring about this nigga.
that.
This nigga lit.
Damn. Sorry.
What you was about to say, Sean?
I don't even know, cuz.
Alright, so is there anything else that you can think of that we could do better to understand black women?
Effort,
Communication.
communication,
I think she
Compromise.
Compromise.
Why ain't nobody told me that?
I'm sorry.
effort, communication, compromise, and you gonna leave and be like, damn,
I wrote down sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
You feel it, sacrifice.
That's a part of
Why
compromise.
sacrifice,
That's
though?
compromise.
I mean, sacrifice
That's
comes to
compromise.
you. You have to be willing to sacrifice certain things, but that's like your individual choices that you have to make. You know, you have to be able to choose.
Yeah,
different.
because I mean, if you think about it,
it's in the sub.
it's basically
Yeah.
you giving something up. Like
Yeah.
that's sacrifice.
That's the compromise.
Yeah. It's one side of compromise.
Yeah,
I think it's the give side. That ain't a form of something.
No.
You're gonna have to compromise in life, period. Like
Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
given to you. You gotta give a little, get a little. You know
You can't
what I'm
always
saying?
have a choice. I've been learning it the hard way.
As fucked up as that is.
The hard way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know what you mean, brother. It's not fun.
It be like that sometimes. It does.
You can have it your way if you want to be alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, yeah, you're right about that. If you don't mind always being alone. But so to get to Jadon's point, Jay, what's some things you think black women could do to better understand us?
Oh.
You be ranting so much on IG, cuz.
Look, man. 'Cause
Not rant.
somebody else said that to me the other day.
He does have his rest, but they be
I just be
entertaining
having
me.
my
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's funny, but
It's
like
funny.
at the same time, like, bruh, you can't freeze up right now. I know you got something to say right now.
No, I was just gonna say the fact that somebody, and it was a girl I used to talk to. I ain't gonna say who.
Please don't.
But she was like, "Why do you always be snapping on females?" I was like, "Well, shit."
You think that help you?
Help me what?
Like you think? Are you like that in relationships? Like
Like what?
argumentative?
Ooh,
That's a
oh,
lot.
man. I hate arguing, but I do gotta get my point across.
Yeah.
I don't like arguing. 'Cause I don't like yelling. I get
He
my
like to
point
get his point
across.
across, y'all.
Hey, relax.
Man, why the fuck is he laughing though? Like,
Why, Cam?
nah, cuz.
I ain't saying shit.
You know something, cuz.
I ain't
What's
saying
up?
shit.
Holla at us, cuz.
I ain't saying nothing.
Let's see, man.
I ain't saying nothing.
I just
I was
like
letting
to
Jay
get my
talk.
point across. For sure.
Right.
I do too. I like to be understood.
Cause it's gonna
No,
It's
bother me.
important to be understood.
Yeah, we all want to be understood.
Yeah, it's important to be understood.
That's my thing. I need clarification.
Yeah.
That's all I need to get. I ain't got to yell or nothing. Just
That's why I feel like I don't think I'm gonna have to beat my kids too much, cause I'm effective with words.
Yeah, because it could be black and white. It's not.
No gray area.
What are we misunderstanding?
No gray area.
But sometimes it's still like.
That's why I say too much. You gonna have
because
to.
they
gonna push
stuck,
the limits.
they want to do what they want to do.
Yeah, and we gonna get that straightened too.
Gotta stand on this business. Got to stand on. Alright, Jay, so while you thinking, damn, I guess I should have.
Oh, what was the question?
What can black women do to better understand us?
Yeah.
Oh shit. One, just listen. Like, stop with the fucking manipulation. Okay, look. Okay, look.
There you go. The wheels turning. The wheels are turning.
I'm sorry.
He was old. He was getting a woman.
Okay, let me back up.
Now we cooking.
Yeah. That was unnecessary. Everybody.
No, it wasn't. It was very necessary.
Like,
That came from your heart. We can tell.
Let it out, brother.
I felt like both of us. We threw that microphone.
That nigga about to drop the mic and go.
I ain't mean that.
Yes, he did.
No.
Continue.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we 400. We not 4,000. Calm it down.
Hey, man.
No, wow.
Man, keep going, bro.
Well, look,
Pick up the microphone.
no.
Sick.
For real, like, a lot of females, and I feel like it's even worse when they don't realize that they be doing
Talk about it,
Well,
brother.
manipulation. Like,
Leave it to niggas.
this shit is sick. Like, the way they, for real, like,
What they do?
it's mind control. Like, well, at least they try. You know,
If
it's
you a
attempt,
simp
but
ass
if you
nigga, it's
lie about
gonna
it,
work.
if you don't really,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, pay attention
Yeah.
to it, you ain't gonna pick up on it. But
Let me not to cut you off as Charlotte would say, but so the other day I tweeted something. I said sassy is their new manipulative
Oh
term.
gosh,
that's another one.
I
You know.
seen that.
And I told the fellas, not to fall victim to that.
Don't fall victim to
Don't fall
sassy.
victim to being called sassy. Alright, so we just gonna run through that real quick. Because it was a lot of women being, willfully ignorant or dense, whatever you want to call it, playing stupid, however you want to look at it. They know what the fuck manipulation means, bro. I don't know why they was acting slow. So some girls was like, one in particular was like, how can you be a victim to being called sassy if you're not a sassy man? I'm like, that. Did you not hear what you just said? That is a manipulative term, manipulative sentence. Now, if I call a girl a bitch, and she'd be like, I ain't no bitch, and I'd be like, well, if you ain't a bitch, why you mad? Is that what they call that, gaslighting or something like that? Ain't it? That ain't the same thing.
I learned that with them.
That ain't the same thing.
That's gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
Yeah.
So now, case in point, here's how that's manipulative. Hold on, now let me finish now, because here's how that's manipulative. So, case in point, if I'm out with a girl, we walk through the mall, and she sees something she want, a dress, so it don't matter. She'd be like, damn, you should buy me that, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying you that. I didn't give no reason, I just said no. And she'd be like, well, damn, if you broke, that's all you got to say. Now, a weak-minded nigga is gonna fall victim to that.
You know what, bitch? I'm going to get it.
Hello, because now I got to show you I ain't no broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't.
But why you don't want to get it in the first place?
Huh?
Why you don't want to get it in the first place?
Rather,
If I ask you,
I don't have to.
If
I don't
I
have
ask-
to. I don't have to.
you don't have to.
And that's why that
We
can't be
in the
enough.
mall.
Why that can't be enough?
Well, we in the mall.
Why? First,
We in the mall.
what the fuck that mean?
We came to eat.
Hold on, now let me finish. Let me finish now.
We came to shop.
Let me finish because
I'm gonna go in the store anyway.
why do I don't have to? So if I tell you no, no means no. What the fuck? What else?
What they say? Period.
Correct.
No,
I'm gonna go in the store anyway.
So nah, but a weak-minded nigga gonna fall and be like, man, let me go in there and get this shit. This bitch got me fucked up.
Why?
I'm talking about I'm broke.
Why would you say no in the first place?
You know what I'm saying? But again, now you can have a reason. For one, you could actually be broke, or you could just not want to hear her that shit. But whatever shit she meant to you, she might not.
You may not like that.
Have you earned the dress this week? What the fuck did you do for that?
Why we at the mall?
I could have had some shit to do, and you could just be with me. What the fuck? You know how girls be. Talking about that, you acting like girls are like be with a nigga while he doing shit.
Listen.
I could have had to run that shit to get some shit to pay a bill. You just, I want to go. All right, whatever. Oh, them cute. No. If you broke, say that.
Cause sometimes,
Your ass-
but
now your ass ain't never
sometimes
come
they
over with
be
me to
trying
run errands
prove a
ever
point.
again.
Y'all be trying to prove a point at the wrong time.
Some niggas might be.
Y'all be trying to prove a point at the wrong time.
My point is, a weak-minded nigga gonna fall victim to them trigger words. Broke, your
But
dick love,
that's too much.
you gay, and now sassy, which is the same. I mean, they really trying
It's
to
just
call
the
you a
level of
bitch
the
or you
female.
gay.
It's just the way people talk now in that sense. But I don't, you don't talk to a man like that.
You dig? And now what I said to somebody they said something about you just gotta get straight to calling him a bitch, and I'm like, I don't even look like I go for shit like that. Like And she told me, let me find out you got girls shook. Ain't about having nobody shook. I give respect,
Yeah, I see
thus
that.
I get it back. So that's great. That's all I did.
What that mean? You gotta be shook.
Like they scared. Alright, I don't never. I don't know. It ain't nothing like that. I don't be out here calling girls like they neighbor doing no wild shit like that. So girls that I deal with,
Like, why are you
it don't
surprised?
cross their mind to try me like that because I don't disrespect them like that.
Yeah.
So it's like why would I play with him like that type
She
shit?
pretty much saying you surprised that bitches respect me. Like what the fuck? What the fuck?
She
is
said
this
that something
shook
you
about?
do look respectful. Shut the fuck up.
You do look respectful.
I mean,
That's how
If you're listening to
social
this,
media
I hate
I'm about to say,
you. You know who you are and I hate
Social
you.
media is, it can be
Call you a
misinterpreted.
phony
You know who I am.
That shit not real.
She know who she is. I love her, but I hate her.
That
She
shit
cool, but I hate her.
That's how social media is, y'all. It's just
Yeah. Nah. Is it though? Cause some
no,
people.
sometimes you really. That's for me. It's just like
For some
venting.
people, they have
It's
a
people's way of expression.
they have a problem blurring virtual reality and the real world.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Out here.
All right, Jay. So what else can we do to better understand us? Besides, stop trying to manipulate us because they can't help that. Though. That's just how I think that's just how women are. They do that to everybody. They friends, they family, they niggas. They not for real. Women do
I
that.
feel like you got a point.
Women do that. They do that.
Fucking a nerve right now.
They do that.
What?
Manipulate, like you said. Like that's not just something they do to just.
You don't think men manipulate?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
But
we
we
do.
are now
We
talking
do.
about
I'm
y'all.
just saying. Like, but it's just like
Yeah,
you just have to.
All
It's give and
manipulation.
take.
I know niggas manipulate. I know how to manipulate. I don't
Yeah,
do it,
it's give and
but I
take.
could.
Manipulation in
Just
itself.
finesse.
It's
Same
a-
It's
shit.
a part of the being of people. Like that's what people
If
are.
you're not
like to
used-
do.
It's a whole book. What is it
It's
called? Art of
something-
Seduction or?
Yeah,
No.
it's just all. But I mean,
The art of seduction.
I don't know.
I
Don't
think it
take
is a
name
book
of the
called Art of Seduction or some shit like that. But anyway, but that's basically about.
Okay,
I'm
second.
still stuck on you. You going to the mall and we not.
Damn.
That was an
That's
example.
all
Oh
right.
my god.
I'm like, what the
Jesus.
fuck?
Why did I get the
Right.
dress? Damn.
Oh my god.
It's a nice dress.
Yeah, we about to go get it.
You gonna buy it? You say you gonna buy it yourself?
Come back with your other nigga and get it. I ain't doing shit.
With your other niggas. Okay,
No.
second.
Well, I really been learning a lot of new things because I've been just recently started actually. Hold on, pause.
Good.
What was that when I said this? All y'all niggas just started leaning in, especially this nigga Shard.
Who was all y'all? I mean,
I had
I
to change
stayed-
my stance.
It's
My
active.
leg
in
got
the same
tight.
spot this whole time.
Listen.
Why you get defensive?
I'm really telling on himself.
Right.
I'm just telling himself.
That nigga Shard got his mind.
Say his name then. I say y'all niggas. Hell
I
yeah.
said especially
You got to tell himself.
What did Sean do?
My legs started getting tight. I just got down.
He just old. He just old. Keep going.
Like,
You've been running behind kids all day. All right.
Go ahead.
What have you learned?
You're not sensitive about I like doing that shit.
You don't.
Alright.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I've been trying to, instead of just letting everything be a one-way street with bitches, with everything be a one-way street. I, letting people voice their opinion and trying to, like you say, compromise.
Mm-hmm.
How's that been working?
It's been going alright. It's stressful, but it take patience and shit like that.
Yeah.
You working on it?
Another thing is, or I would say, it's an issue with me sometimes. Just realizing a nigga wants space. Like,
Oh, that's good.
you feel me? Back the fuck up. Like, but I shouldn't have to say back the fuck up. You feel me? Like, this. I don't want to have to tell you, like, hey, don't touch me. Like, because then you going to feel some type of way.
Sometimes you have to, though.
Yeah, you feel
Especially
me?
with
Like,
girls, because.
But
like,
see, a lot of girls be real sensitive, and they take that as like, oh, this is wrong.
But if you don't tell them,
and shit.
if you
now
don't
I'm in
tell
my
them-
feelings, and now you
Yeah.
feel some type of way, like I'm in my feelings. Like, no, I'm not.
I've learned, bro. Sometimes they literally want you to put it as plain as you can put it. I don't know why, but they do.
Just say it.
As plain as you can put it. Like
You like when men just.
They say they do. That's
why. No,
Listen,
I'm
like, I mean, you might as well, but just don't, like, because either way,
If
like,
you don't have to be
niggas
rude,
I like
niggas
to
gonna
say,
act
yeah.
stank in the
But they
moment,
gonna take
like, you might scoot over or just be like, like, come on, the heavy breathing and shit. Like,
What I
really.
know-
I snore.
But the
about
thing-
shit. I have asthma. What are you talking about?
The
Heavy
thing
breathing?
I
You just
realize-
gotta be open. All right,
The
let me
thing,
start
hard.
over.
the thing
Let
I
me
noticed
scoot
about
over.
a
I don't know.
female though,
I can't.
front,
I'm
like,
smothering. I just want
you
some
do
air.
something to a female, she gonna try to get you back 10 times as
Oh,
worse.
yes.
Like they gonna go up so many levels.
Spiteful.
Like
No.
That's what that's
what?
called.
Damn.
Like, cause
So speaking the truth.
like that, like, bro, listen,
Keep
boy,
that shit
bro,
going.
like the dog, like you say, like, bro, I should have to tell you, like, I would hate to say not, don't touch me, but you know what I'm saying, like, boy, you tell a female, don't touch me, boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it. Right.
Right.
But now if you don't want me to touch you, you gonna straight up tell me like, get off me. That. God damn. But,
You say don't touch me. I just hey,
respect.
I'm gonna turn it over, go to sleep.
I
say
mean,
don't
that's
touch
the
me.
thing.
You act like I done
That's
beat
what
you
I'm like
before or
to
some
say.
shit.
Y'all got it right
Excuse
to
me.
say.
I gotta get out the room.
Damn.
But sit over there. Don't fucking touch me.
We got the right. Hold on. We got the right to say it, but how y'all gonna react after we say it? That's the key
Right.
part.
Let me scoop my ass.
Cause that's
You
right.
And don't push
Might be tired though.
Why you
Why
want me to be
I
by
just
you?
say that's when the gas
Why you
light
don't want me to be by
starts.
you?
Maybe I just want to go to sleep tonight.
Because that's when they
No.
start saying
No.
like, how you react
No.
and shit.
So we can't say no. Time out. So we can't say
Let me start with that.
no means no.
Nah, like bitches take offense to that shit.
Boy, they telling me, hey, I woke up to a long text message the next day.
We gonna ask, why do females feel like they can't get bucked? No.
Look, this is my theory before you answer. Because let me know if I'm wrong.
She gonna take from
Alright.
me.
I feel like because girls have, you know, they cycles and whatnot, you know, it's most of the time they can't use their shit like we can. We expect it to work 24/7.
This is what it
all
was.
the time. You feel me? So it's like, well, they want that shit. And it's like, well, what excuse can I tell a bitch? Like, when I just don't feel like
Later,
it.
Shad.
Like,
Later.
because the first thing
We wasn't good.
Yeah,
We wasn't good.
Right. Bitch, I'm tired. I have a job and I have a couple sources of income.
No.
I don't sit on my ass all day. I actually would like to go to sleep tonight if that's okay with you.
Y'all can say that.
No, we can't say that.
That's
No,
not
we
fair.
can't say that.
But
Like-
listen, but no, y'all, it's gonna go either way.
What you mean?
'Cause
Yeah,
it's just
okay, so
gonna
come on,
lead-
come
it's
on.
gonna lead to.
Okay, so let me speak on that for a second, cause I had this problem once where a girl
Okay, go ahead.
that I deal with
Mhm.
was upset with me
Mhm.
because we did not have sex one night.
You must be fucking your other bitch.
It wasn't even that. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I felt like some passive aggressive shit in the air. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she saying they scoot over on you, and it's like, shit, I ain't even back up. I'm top. Like, I ain't. It's over with, baby. I ain't got nothing for you tonight. Like, so the next morning, I wake up to a lot. Come on, man. But, bro, some nights I'm tired. Shit, I'm human. Goddamn. Anyway, the next morning, I wake up to long text messages about, you know, I wanted to have sex last night and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So I'm like, well, shit, you know. I mean, for one, you didn't open your mouth and say nothing. You ain't told me nothing. That's thing A. So you expected me to just initiate shit.
Cool.
Now that's thing one. Now come on now. You catch a fish with their mouth open. Now you can't. You did what I'm saying?
That's right.
That nigga is a whole soul, boy. What?
But so now that's thing one. Thing two. Why we always got to initiate shit? Cause like Lex just said, now even though I was tired, if she would have just tugged on the nigga meat a little bit or just, you know, start throwing a little net,
Yeah.
she would have still got what she wanted.
And that's the thing. It's just give and take.
She would, but
That's the same.
it's like she was waiting on me to pop it off. And it's like, bruh.
And that's
Not
I feel
tonight,
like
no.
a lot of females
Well, you could've
want
just
men to
said that.
initiate.
She didn't say nothing to me either though. So why I got to start everything? I'm tired. I don't feel like that shit
That be
tonight.
the thing though. They feel like we gotta initiate.
I usually do. So it's like tonight.
Well,
do
she
y'all
should have
feel- why
said
do y'all
something
feel
because
like
she
that?
wanted to do.
So that's what I'm saying right now. Women to better
she held it into the next.
to
night.
better
She
understand
could've known.
us, you want some meat, let it be known. Don't be beating around the bush. Let it be
Yeah,
known. when you wanna
initiate shit. I want to lay on my back too.
Shit,
Shit.
come on, man.
Relax.
Listen.
Work hard. I'm hard.
Why you
Why did you ask like that?
The way you said
Hey, I want to be told that goddamn mean up.
I hate this nigga.
I was about to drink.
I hate
Come
her.
in there.
That nigga dead.
Okay, what's number
That
three?
nigga dead.
What's number three?
Come on, man.
Y'all don't be scared to ask
What
for
you
nothing
do?
else.
Right.
When you want some meat, let it be known you want some meat.
Okay.
Hey, you see what she said about that dress? You see what she said about that
Why I
dress?
can't get the
But
dress?
you get silent when it comes to that meat.
Come on, man. Come on now.
My thing is,
Cause you know I ain't gonna. If you just go, I'm not gonna tell you no. If you just go down, then I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna tell you no. Nah.
Yeah.
Might play around with you like, what you doing?
Come on, what that nigga Desi said? What you doing? Come on, man. What that shit what you were talking earlier? No.
You got top two? What's three?
Hold on, I don't think she ever answered the first.
She really did.
What?
What's the first question?
I did.
Hold on,
She had like 5 of them. We went with Jay.
What was my question? Cause Jay
What?
cut me off.
Oh, you got another
Yeah,
question.
the answer him. What did I answer?
God damn, man.
What's
Nah,
the
boy.
good one? Boy, I got 5.
Boy. Oh, boy, geek.
So I said,
Boy,
oh boy, I gotta remember that question, boy. I get back to it. We'll spin it
All
out.
right.
Fuck it.
So if we don't have anything else that we can suggest for the time being, because I mean I don't know, bro.
You gonna add this shit going
We gonna when we drop this episode, we gonna ask, we gonna post it and ask, what's some things what's some things that the fellas think the ladies can do to better understand us. I definitely think listening and not trying to think for us, cause I got a mama. I don't need you to be my mama.
Yeah.
She done raised me. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you.
I think for women, like, we like to know that y'all,
I ain't
doing
gonna
what y'all gotta do
front,
and be y'all business.
Communication is key too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
I'm about to
like
say
when
it.
niggas
Simply
like,
communicate.
you can't
Yeah.
just go ghost, goddamn,
Yeah.
like, and you know what I'm saying, not have no.
But women get mad, they don't want to talk.
And
I
that be the thing.
I get mad. I
When
don't. When I actually get mad,
but it's like at the same time, like
I don't
nobody
get
does.
mad.
I might
But
not-
it's like at the same time, you still gotta
Sorry,
reach
that's
out
not
and
like.
like.
That's- I might not wanna talk.
He talking about.
So women,
No,
like, if
if-
we like you, we're gonna wanna like talk to you about what's going on, like how you feeling in that moment.
Yeah, I'ma hate to talk, 'cause I know-
when to and when not, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be the most direct I can be. So it's better off for you, me not to talk.
No, but like, speak how you feel. What about? It doesn't matter how that.
That goes into
That's
understanding.
appreciated.
Okay,
It really ain't good bottling that shit up, but it's like
Yeah.
it's timing is everything.
No,
like,
that's what I was about to say. Right. No, so know the nigga
Timing
you
is
dealing
everything.
with.
Like, if we arguing, like, okay, no, we probably don't need to talk about it. We're not gonna resolve
Yeah,
shit.
let's just
And we gonna
Well,
touch
I'm
on
gonna-
it.
let's go to
Know when to
How-
bring shit up,
how-
man, and how to
how-
present it
later.
too. Know how to present shit. Like,
approach,
that's
delivery.
that shit. Delivery is
Approach is
everything.
important.
Like you can't come
Timing.
like cause if you
Timing
come
and delivery, man.
one thing I know, cause like even if you come at a female aggressive, cause like you're either gonna be aggressive back or I'm not dealing with you right now. It's like it's on one or the other, cause like
You know, go
no
there.
in
or not.
between. They gonna go there, they not. You feel me? So it's like you gotta come to them. You feel me? It's gonna rise.
Yeah,
like,
look
the
it, but
heat
you
is gonna rise.
You
but
can
it's
get
like
your
you gotta
point
start
across
out
without
cool, you feel me?
being. You don't have to be rude and disrespectful and rough. That's what I'm saying. That's the funny thing that I've learned about women. It's like I try not to, and it's like okay, she's not getting it. I gotta
Yeah,
I
it
gotta
just
reword
be-
this because
She ain't getting it.
She wants me to tell her.
I think with women sometimes we think like if you guys show like a little anger, like a little passion, maybe it's like y'all care, But it's like if you communicate and speak on how you feel, like and expressing that you caring about what's going on in this present moment, then we'll receive it better. If you like, man, I don't give a fuck about this shit, or you showing, or you acting like you don't care, you walking around like no.
That
Let's
shit
talk
ain't
about
all-
it like you like.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Cause that shit ain't always an act. Like
I
sometimes
think that's a Leo problem.
women be blue about shit that the women I be dealing with be blue about like shit that to me it's like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm glad you said something to me, but are you really just mad about this little shit? Like in the grand scheme of things, you mad about this? Like
That's how they be with us.
But,
sometimes.
yeah, so I'm learning to respect it because you can't tell somebody how to respond to something.
You can't tell somebody how to feel about it.
But I can tell you how to come at me about shit. Like, don't come at me like that. But I can't tell you that. Like,
And you can let her know, like, I don't really like look at little shit like that. Like that doesn't, faze me, And that's how she understands you. Like, okay, like you don't even be caring about shit like that. Like I learned, like men sometimes y'all aren't like as detail oriented. So it's like, okay, you ain't even like paying that shit no mind.
I seen the video the other day, cause like that shit was on some shit like a female go tell you everything like, oh, I'm going to such and such place. Oh, she gonna be there. She gonna be there. She gonna be there. Oh, I should be back by this such and such time. You feel me?
Yeah.
But nigga, shit, I'm going out with such and such.
I'll be back.
I'll be
What time?
I'll be back.
I don't know what time, man.
I'm about to slide with such and such.
You don't.
Where you
we
going?
don't have to do
Shit,
that.
I don't even know.
It's a common courtesy in our world.
Nah, like shit. Bro was like,
A
shit.
courtesy.
I'm going with such and such. Where y'all going? Shit, I don't know. You just told me we about to go.
That shit ain't even common. It's just courtesy.
No, I need some
Shit.
detail.
Like who all gonna be there?
Right.
Like, I don't
You ask me what I'm doing, I'm going to see you. I'm in Florida. I'll tell you where I'm at, but I ain't gonna tell you
That nigga is sick. He doesn't know the whole question.
If you know him, you know what.
You make up your own question.
If you know him, then you know what he be doing in them areas. So, all right, I know what he doing when he said he out there, but you know what that mean or you don't?
None of your business, pretty much. None of your damn business.
But yeah, damn, y'all made me forget. I was about to say that's, but no, we said the delivery. That's definitely one, cause yeah, that's the
say it. The approach to delivery,
understanding
timing.
when, how to present some shit is definitely, I think, something that women would do well to learn when it comes to dealing with black men. That's something you will get a better response, and niggas will be more receptive to what you saying.
Yeah.
If you understand delivery and timing better, instead of just flying off the handle whenever the fuck you feel is appropriate.
Letting some shit ball up and just explode.
Yeah.
Following along with communication too. Another one is I don't remember which episode it was we had. I can't read your mind, baby. That bar shit we had a couple points.
Speaking up. I understand that.
Yeah, that
You got that wrong.
yeah, that I don't know why it's such a big deal with females, but shit be like changing, like in their head, and they won't even tell you.
Like
You'll have
sometimes
understanding.
we create scenarios.
Oh yeah.
Like it gets
delusion.
deep. Like
I don't even,
okay,
yeah, could be that.
this is now it's going on.
Delusion.
So you just have to like reassure her. That's the follow up.
It's not.
You have to reassure her of what's going on. Like, baby,
I hate that shit.
especially if you don't, if y'all coming on shaky terms, like y'all both done did shit or whatever, like you're gonna have to reassure her and like ensure that trust. Y'all gotta be willing to compromise and be like, okay, let me just bite the bullet, babe. I ain't doing that. You know, like, look, I'm really shit going on.
I thought you meant like reassurance, like you're so pretty, you're like you fine.
It depends on what's going on. Like if she, that type of reassurance is good too. Of course, she wants to know that she look good and stuff. But if y'all in the situation,
What are you confused about? Reassurance?
Yeah.
Okay.
do you know how
You
to
know
do
what that
that?
Hold on. Let me.
Not to be funny.
The reassurance you was talking about, that sounds like that's the reassurance I'm used to.
That's why I thought you.
Yeah,
That's why I
but
asked.
if
That's why I
you
thought you
dating
was
Nah, she was saying.
That's that women reassurance.
Yeah, like it's a y'all.
Tell me I'm pretty every day. Tell me I'm pretty every day.
Y'all
Y'all
remember what she said
these
before that though?
little
Like
ass
she
girls. So it's just
Wait, what?
She said
not
some
in
shit-
that sense.
Nah, but she
But I mean,
said
like,
some shit before
young
that. Like
women.
shit, like if y'all
Young
was in a
minded
rocky
women, excuse me.
situation, you feel me? You
Yeah, she
gotta
said-
reassure her.
Yeah, that y'all both done. Yeah, I heard
You
that
know what I'm
part.
saying? Like she was on some shit.
I heard her say that if y'all both done did some shit. I mean, that's different. Like I said,
Yeah, that was the whole
You're
other
a
scenario.
dog,
That's
I'm a
why I
dog.
asked what kind was she talking about? What is she
not
talking
like confidence, like reassuring her and her confidence and stuff like
Mhm.
or give her compliments.
So you saying she is young minded if she has to be reassured that she is pretty, she is.
No, I mean sometimes like
That was just
women.
an example.
No, we go through spurts where we be like, damn, I ain't really like looking like that, and she's in front like, damn, baby, you look good. Just to tell her that, it don't. You're gonna just want to do that anyway if you feeling her. You just gonna fall in love with her at every stage. So you just have to like let her know like, damn, baby, looking good or whatever. Like we like to hear that, and so it's not like you just doing it just to get this. It's like you have to just do it because that's what you feel like.
Genuine.
Yeah, it
no, I
has to
said
be
that
genuine.
lust
Exactly.
still gotta be there for me, cause
It gotta
If
be.
I don't think you
it's gotta be
fine.
balanced.
Yeah.
It gotta be a balance.
I'm
Like,
She
fine.
was like, you look
Yeah,
good. Like,
it ain't.
I should be able to look at my
It
girl.
gotta
At least,
be like 20% lust.
I need a lot of
like,
fuck that. Nigga, I need a lot of lust. Like, I
Fucking-
think I'd be able to look at my girl and be like,
Fuck
man.
that.
I ain't gonna put
How much?
Look,
Look,
bitch.
No, how much was it? 40?
One time when she
Like,
walked
ow.
45?
ready
I'm
to
a
bite
lucky
down.
nigga, boy. I am a lucky.
So you say
motherfucker.
50-50?
Nah.
Love and lust?
First of all, what is love? I keep telling niggas I don't know what love.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know what love is.
Never mind, next
So-
episode.
I don't know what love is. Anyway, next question. Because we done been on that one for a while. Y'all boys got any other things before we move on? Roger. I mean, Charlotte.
Go ahead.
So I was hot recently.
Oh, God.
Wait, no, not that, not yet. Time out before we get to that.
Y'all
We know what you about to ask. That's not what I meant. I meant, did you have anything you want to add to the conversation?
I mean,
No.
Shit, this nigga.
No. No, go.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Me and Barry had something we was talking about the other day at the table. Saying, can a business environment corrupt or alter her potential?
Do you feel like that?
Yes. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
obvious. I
And
ain't
that's
gonna
just
front-
like,
yeah.
even when you
Yeah,
ask the
definitely.
question, what is love? Everybody's version of love is different based
Everybody
on
come
what
from
they
different
experience,
backgrounds,
based
you
on
feel
what
me?
they've seen. sometimes you only know love as just like a man, you know, or not even being there, just you and your mom. You just see her experience love how she did. You know what I mean? So everybody's version of love is different. You just have to see that. You know, once you start dating somebody, you just kind of see like their upbringing and all that stuff like that. What's funny? You just see how they
The
love.
deep side.
It's deep, of course,
You
y'all.
look deep into that motherfucker. We wasn't even talking like that.
Yeah, we was.
That's just
was-
how I think.
That's how she.
That's how I think. I'm very interested.
No.
But that's how I was thinking too, though. Real
I
shit.
mean, I only.
I'm about to say some
What did you
people
guys
raised
say?
on survival, some people raised on love.
Yeah, you raised on two
That's
different
true. I was raised off both.
Okay.
Cause
I mean, yeah.
it's like my dad went to the street, but a little bit. He was younger. So he, you know, my mom was kind of green. So I'm kind of like the example of one of the kind of kids you can get when a nigga from a certain type of background meets like a green girl. And
Yeah.
because like a good girl meet a bad nigga. He
Mhm.
really bad nigga. But to her, like she was green. So yeah. But I don't know. But so I say all that to say like their relationship, they got a great relationship. Like I'm 50-50.
Man,
He teach me, 33. He taught me, you know, mostly survival, but at least, you know, he did give a nigga love, but my mama, you know, gave a nigga love. So it's like, I understand both sides of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
It's like you see the benefits. Like some females were just raised by their mom. You feel me? And they know love from a woman. They know survival from a woman's
Yeah.
tactics. So it's like
So when a
I
man
don't
comes in,
need
it's
no
just
man, you
different.
feel me? Like,
It's
yeah.
received differently. And that's why women get so offensive and it's always just like argumentative with men because you argue with your mom. You know what I mean? Like
right.
me and my mom used to like
Ain't no
go back and
argument.
forth when I was in high school and you know, like that's just
Yeah.
how it is. So it's just
Real
like when you
shit.
get with a man, those same like behaviors they
I'm gonna say how I feel because that's just
and
how.
so you just have to know how to like shut it up. Like okay, let me just like chill out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man. I don't like I said, I always be stressing I don't know what love is. To me, it's more important that you understand how much you care about a person because caring and love. Now that much I can say. I don't know what love is, but I know what it ain't. And I know.
Yeah, you gotta care about somebody.
For real. Like I always say it like this. Like I use this analogy. Like I love laying in my fucking bed. You know what I'm saying? I do. Well, when I get up in the morning, I gotta go to work. I care about having a roof over my head, food in this bitch to eat, gas in my car, a car. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I get up and go to work. You know
But
what I'm
see,
saying?
with love, it's like with love, you have to be willing to do.
Choose.
Not
You
have.
gotta choose.
Some
love.
people think love
You
can be
gotta
so
choose
deep for
that
people.
shit.
It's like I don't gotta have none of that. As long as I got you, be
That's
straight.
wild. That's
That's
wild.
where love comes in. This type. You ain't got none of that.
You can-
I don't think I ever know love if that's what.
No, I mean, but in some instances, it's not gonna always be like
What you
success in
expect.
that way. Yeah, like it's
Picking
gonna
fences
be.
and shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna
It
always
definitely-
be
it
that. It's
definitely
gonna be
is
some
that.
tough shit because you're dealing with people,
Yeah.
so challenges are going to arise.
Okay, so now that's an interesting statement you made. So let me ask you this, because in my experiences, and I always stress mine, because I can't speak for other niggas, but in my experience, it seems like women prefer to get with a nigga before they've actually gotten to know that nigga. Like before they really built a friendship, they would prefer to like. And when I say that, so like
Get to
it
know
might.
them why they with them.
It might take a couple of weeks. It might be 3-4 weeks. You know, fine, whatever it take you. But I feel like the second a woman realizes that I like this nigga, whatever have on that tape, at that point they're like, I want to be with this nigga. And I feel like at least for a nigga like me, it's like I can identify when I like a girl. You know what I'm saying? But it's still not like, all right, let me just put all my eggs into this basket. Like, no, I do. You know, I know what I'm feeling. What I fuck with her. What levels I fuck with her on, but it don't mean let me just put the blinders on and only focus on that. Why are women like that? If you can understand what I'm saying when I put it.
Why don't we like that?
Why are y'all like that? Why are y'all so like? Why is it so immediate for y'all when you realize you like a nigga? Why is it y'all don't feel like you should give it no time for you to I don't know, get to know the nigga. Like build
you like what you
build
like.
a friendship with the nigga.
It all depends on what you trying to do, but you gonna like what you like. And for a female, if she, you know, is interested in you, she gonna want to get to know you. She gonna want to spend time with you, and it's just gonna develop. But you have to take it. You have to be gradual with it. You can't just like jump into it. I want you to be with me. No, the guy's gonna have to show mutual interest. Period. You gonna have to like
But
Women
really
be taking anything
show
in
me
mutual
stuff.
interest. Like the bar is literally in hell. You don't really have to do that much to.
Yeah, but I mean,
never heard
you
that
don't have to do that much. You say you don't have to do that much.
That's
You
funny.
say you don't have to do that much to fuck.
No, you to impress a woman these days.
Oh, to impress a woman.
Like, and
I mean, if you meet the basics, you for you it may not be. You don't have to do that much. It might just really be that easy for you. So yeah, that's cool.
Like,
But at
come
some
on,
point you
bro.
gonna like. At some point you're gonna care for somebody and wanna like just put all the eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Like you said,
I
you don't
mean,
know what's up.
I don't know, man. That shit, it's weird to me because I feel like I see women get in a lot of situations where they end up really later on down the line realizing who the nigga really is.
It's time wasting.
But it's like, okay, had you given this shit some time to get to know this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a firm believer. And I'm always stressing because again, from what I've been through and then a lot of people around me, I've seen that time show you certain shit about people that people not going to initially show you. And that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? The person wants you to see them a certain way. They going to hide certain things about themselves. But as people get comfortable with you, they let their guards down.
Yeah.
And certain things just come out. Like, it's like, shit, alright, fuck it. Like, you know, I done been around this long at this point, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's quite a time. That shit show you that everybody not a chop the onion kind of person. Some people are peel it back by the layer type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm big on that shit. But man, I'm trying to understand why women seem to be such chop the onion instead of peel like motherfucker.
I think for women, we just love is so important to us. That's the thing. All those things you're saying, like you just really love somebody in a sense. But of course, you gradually get to that point. You know what I mean? When you are willing to do all those things in the beginning, you better just take it slow. That's the thing with women. We really need to just work on taking things slow and just watching things develop in a line.
Yeah.
To just show us what they about, and then and then you can go from there. But so I agree with you, but
That's why I say enjoy the moment. Like people be trying to rush to the marriage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and then
bruh, to the boyfriend even. Like, bruh,
Right.
just
They don't even
enjoy
doing that.
every
Don't
day
know.
together with me. Like,
But that's
trust
how
me.
we
You don't really
think
wanna
like
do
that. Like we touched on that. Like we are very just proactive in
Yeah.
thinking. So
Yeah.
if we see potential in a guy, you have like
Plan it out.
those y'all can say those basic things. Like you ain't gonna have much, like you said. And then what else? Okay, so let's spend some time together. Let me get to know you to see if you're really something that I can potentially be with in their near future. So
I definitely get that.
Yeah. I take relationships serious, so that's why you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you talking about like committing to somebody,
Be
spending
with one
yeah,
person.
like
you at
literally.
age now you dating a married. Like you dating somebody like that could potentially be your significant
I
other.
need to make as informed a decision
once you get
as
to a
possible.
certain age, we at that age where it's like okay,
Yeah.
But you know, call somebody a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
I ain't had a girl since I was 16.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I'm not finna.
I done had a lot of situationships, but I
You
ain't
haven't
had.
had a girlfriend?
No, I done had a lot of situationships, but I've never. Since I was 16, that was the last time I actually called a girl my girlfriend. Ever since then, it was no, hell no.
And you see how like you talking about something. Why do women just like? What I think it's more so you like. You need to
What?
figure out, like, why you can't.
When did this turn in? Okay,
I'm just
but no,
saying
wait.
because of what you're saying. Like, shut up, y'all. You're saying like, why do women just want to jump into relationships and you've never been in one? You haven't been in one in a long time. You call them situationships. So it's like you don't want to commit to something. You like, I don't want to put all my eggs in a basket. So you just want to live a lifestyle. You get what I mean? And that's cool.
I'm honest about that. I don't lie about that. I don't lie about that.
But you gotta just be able to stand on that.
I don't lie about that.
When you fucking with somebody
I
because
said that.
There was test runs.
they could be tested.
Hello, brother, background.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that. You gotta see.
I don't lie about that at this point in my
You
life.
gotta see what people about. But you don't lead nobody on. You feel me? You either gonna
Yeah, them
gonna
the
fuck with
truth.
me or you not. You get what I mean? And for the female, she gotta be willing to be like, all right, so what we doing? Cause you wasting my time.
See, that's the
told you
thing.
time.
A lot of people, you can tell them what it is or what it's gonna be in the beginning, and as time go on, they be like, well, we ain't change that.
And now, like I'm having too good of a time. Like, what the fuck we going? This,
I mean,
this
that's
shit
just
is
how I
too
look
fun.
at it.
Goddamn.
Why are you trying to change?
What
it?
are we doing?
I never
No,
said
because
that.
I ain't had a
What are we
relationship
doing
since I
with
was
this shit?
16.
What's
I'm having too much fun.
Right.
I
I don't want to stop
I'm
having this
just
fun.
listening to you.
attracted to it from the jump.
But like Jay just said,
Why you trying to
because
switch it up?
why? Alright, so like Jay just said earlier, bruh.
Or whichever one of y'all niggas said this shit, bro.
Learn to experience life instead of trying to.
But damn, I'm trying to experience it with you for a little bit. You know,
I love-
but if you
What
feel
you
that's what
what
I'm
you just
saying.
said?
If you,
What you just said?
not even a little bit, but I'm saying.
No, you didn't.
You said it.
Try to consume my
You
time
said the
all
magic
day.
words.
If you're gonna try to consume my
Hell
time, you want to
no.
talk to me, you want me to pull up whatever we doing. Okay, so like, what we got going on? Let's experience some things together. Let me see how you are in these settings.
Agreed.
Let me see how your mind is. Like, let me see how you are with people. Like, all these things matter.
Agree. No, I'm not disagreeing.
This nigga Sean with the CNN.
I'm just saying. That work.
No, you're right. I mean, yeah, no, I'm all with the experience in life. I don't believe nothing lasts forever. And I guess that's my issue when it comes to
for
committed
real.
relationships, because like
Nothing good at least.
Oh gosh.
Especially for a black man, you better
Come on, man.
good last stuff.
Why
Now we
not?
going-
It's
now we going to
last
another
forever.
level.
You want it to.
Y'all on the black
We
man
as people,
shit.
y'all got control of whatever y'all got going on.
that's
Control your
that's the
reality.
problem.
You have to control
Make it
whatever
real.
Once you get in a relationship,
You
I
don't give
lose
no
that
fucks.
control.
You give
Exactly.
no
Once I get in a
fucks.
committed relationship, I give up that control.
No, it's compromise. You don't give up the control.
See, that's
Sean,
Tell him, Sean.
the married
It's
The
good.
man-
You
no,
don't
no,
give up the
no,
control.
let him
He the man, he
talk
gonna
about
hold
it,
the house down,
Sean.
period. He
Talk
gonna
about it.
always take control.
Let- let-
He the man, he gonna
Teach
always
us.
be in control. You gotta know when and when not to. Sometimes my nigga leaves, sometimes I leave. But you have to know. You have to know.
It's a
Situation.
balance.
Everything
It's a
situation.
balance.
Everything is a
Talk to
balance.
us, Sean. You
Tell
married.
us. Tell us about the balance.
Cause like I be saying shit like niggas be on some shit like, well, I don't wash this, I don't do this, I don't do that. Like, nigga, you stay there, ain't it?
Right, you're not gonna keep
You
your
know
house
what I'm
dirty,
saying?
dirty.
And some niggas be up that type of
I
time. You're not
just
gonna
recently
even
started
like
washing
put
dishes.
that.
I ain't gonna front.
Like, oh,
I ain't know. We all did.
I just recently started.
We all.
I don't cook, I don't do
Brian washed
Brian
this.
did.
Brian washed the
said
dishes.
that. When I
I
said we
hate
all
washing
dishes,
dishes.
like, he ain't
That was my brother chore. I took the trash out.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
that's
How
what
you
I'm
was
saying.
raised, you was
Like,
raised to
you
do
was
that.
raised-
Like, your
women.
chore was differently,
They had
so
no
you
choice.
make sure the trash be out.
But at the same time,
I take that motherfucking
Now
trash
you
out
gotta
to
be
this
able to
day.
even it up.
again, it's a
Switch
balance, you
something
feel me? Like, where you see I'm
Fuck
lacking,
this guy.
help me, you feel me?
Exactly.
Where I see you
Let
lacking,
him go.
I'm gonna help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, like she say, cause sometimes she leave the house, goddamn, like, again, I hear y'all niggas stressing all the time. Like, y'all niggas need to get y'all kids. Like, I'm trying to see Shawty, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that.
Oh, no, that's a whole other episode.
I'm saying, but listen though,
Like,
like,
y'all deadbeats. Get your fucking kid, man.
but like, that's what I'm saying, like,
Single
she
mom,
got a
you trying
life
to do
too, you
shit,
feel me?
I'm
Like,
saying.
my wife have a life, you feel me? Females have a life, you feel me?
Yeah.
They be wanting to go out, you feel me? Some shit.
You gotta
You have to have a break.
Exactly.
Somebody gotta watch the kids.
Somebody gonna have to watch the kids.
They being
So,
watched.
What?
these
ain't no
niggas having
goddamn
a whole-
daycare.
These niggas having a whole side.
One
Like,
thing, but
Cause y'all ain't heard what that nigga just
Oh, we
said.
talking about women with kids, must
You
be.
ain't heard what he just
no,
said.
because I got a problem.
Would you like to share with the class?
What
John?
did you
Go
say? Please share.
Bitch tried to bring her kids on the link.
What?
Oh,
Boy,
Cut the
yeah,
motherfucking
nigga.
camera
Ow.
on. Cut the motherfucking.
Boy, this is
What?
I mean,
But
she
look,
put-
look.
Yeah, that shit happened to my brother one
I'm about
time.
to say that
But
happened.
you
That shit
gotta
happened to my
accept
brother
what's
one time.
going
If she
on.
hit you
Listen,
with
that's
some
her
shit,
and
you got
her
some
true,
toes.
authentic
It done
self.
happened. It done happened.
He got
before.
You either with it or not.
It's like, look, you gonna look at it like this. Like, either this bitch really fuck with you enough,
You got
like,
Netflix.
hey,
You got
I'm really
Netflix.
trying to come fuck with you.
That shit happened to my brother.
Or she don't really give a fuck
This
about her
bitch is
kids.
sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Depends on how you wanna look at it.
You can't even do
man, how you gonna
that.
look at it?
You
How
can't
you
do
wanna
that.
look at it.
Look, tell you can't do
You
that.
can't even do that. You gotta be open to it. She's showing you her true,
What?
authentic self.
Yeah,
It's
you
us.
right.
We come
I
as a
think that
package deal,
depends on
baby.
how serious we
We a
is.
package
If you can
deal.
come bring your child.
Yeah.
and
If it's
get
like, cause she had to come. You know,
You ain't
she
bringing
was-
your
All right, that's
But
a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. What? No, what link was it? What link?
How serious was the
Was
pull
she
up?
coming to?
Was it the first link?
How serious was the pull up?
Okay, with a girl who actually came.
No. What link was it? Was it the first link?
Well, because
Yeah.
No. It wasn't the first link. It wasn't the first link.
What number was it?
It was. Yeah, I mean, it was within the
A
under
number.
5. Like, you
No.
know, it was
Okay,
low.
you know she had kids.
I don't talk to this bitch on the regular,
Oh.
nor do I.
Yeah, she
I
said-
ain't no business knowing this nigga.
Like,
but
what's the dynamic?
this bitch is
Asking she bring man.
What's
She
the
not
dynamic?
fit.
She asked me
I
she
didn't
bring
know
man
that.
with her to get. Oh
But see,
my
like,
god.
this time,
Oh my god.
this time, I know this bitch. I know this bitch. Like,
Words, man, on podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
She's trying to
But
bring
look,
man
this
in.
time, I know this bitch, like, I've known this bitch for a minute, but I ain't never known her kids. Like, as long as I know, we ain't even talk about her kids.
You got
feel
So
me?
you ain't know she had
Bring
kids.
them. I know she had kids. She told me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
She told me she had two of them. I been knew that. You feel me?
She told you she was bringing them that
She
baby.
gonna bring both of them.
She was gonna bring both of them motherfuckers.
Oh.
That was the issue that we
I'm
had.
bringing
That's
both.
what I was about to bring up. Niggas, like, it's different when this is one. Like,
No,
one.
it's not. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's really not.
I don't know. Man.
It's actually not different.
Both of y'all
It's not different at all.
If anything,
It's not different at all.
you need to take this shit up with your baby daddy because you.
Yeah.
Between y'all, that's what
Clearly.
Listen, they don't always be that
Bringing two on the
accessible,
link,
though.
that's dead, bro.
Might not be around.
Nigga, what on the link is
You too
dead.
thirsty for the meat. You bring both.
Bringing
of them
one
in
on
my
the-
house.
I was trying to show a little sympathy, but I would say bringing one, I might be able to
Two
think
must
about
be
it.
one
But
of them
two,
niggas
that's
dead.
definitely going with
You
another.
not bringing nobody but you.
They gonna be
I
home.
might be able to think about
They
it.
probably eat all the snacks. What the snacks?
Think about
I ain't
it.
got nothing little to play with.
I ain't got no fruit.
I ain't got no
today.
basketball or nothing around this
Hey, they
motherfucker.
got Hot Wheels though, so
I
that
can see this nigga thinking about it.
That's
You
collector
gotta
items. Boy, that nigga
You gotta go
better
back to her
touch the shit.
Instagram, get the scrolling through her pictures and shit. Like, I guess they can. Yeah, alright.
Let me give her a story.
I have never lived in a girl that said
You
to
hit two,
myself,
you automatically thinking no.
Yeah,
Like,
two
you hit
is-
one, you
I
like,
ain't
man,
gonna
I
front.
don't know.
I ain't gonna front. I have never.
You gotta
I
take
wish.
these things.
Well, no.
What that nigga?
You're not bringing no kids.
But you can't bring your child to my house.
Don't you put that juju?
We don't even have a 2-story house. Like you came in like.
This is no place for a child.
I mean, no, you
Listen,
can't
you
bring
can't do
no
that.
kid
You
here.
can't do that.
Oh,
You can't do
no.
that.
This is a grown man house. This is a bachelor pad.
Oh,
Hey, there is no room for children in this house. Like maybe 2 kids have actually been in this house since I've been here, and they were family, and they weren't supposed to be here.
I'm about to say, I brought my nephew.
Yeah, he was one of the 2. He wasn't supposed to be here. I came on like who the fuck brought me here?
He told me he wanted to
What was
he told me he wanted to be
They different. They done seen some shit. They alright.
We was talking about childcare. Nigga, talking about it.
This
Nigga, there's a place for that. This ain't it. There's a place for child care. This is
They
not the
they
place
only
for it.
come in because they want to see the dogs. Like that's the only.
Yeah.
That's the only.
The dogs are our main attraction at this house these days.
Basically, we want to fuck with the dogs.
But that's some wild shit. Hey, I remember, bro. I can vividly remember the day a girl told my brother she was gonna bring her son. She asked, and that nigga think like, look, bro, this bitch really just asked me. Cause she and I said, man, cause that was her son. Nigga, can I bring man? He's like, no, you can't bring. What the fuck? No. What is? First of all, I live with my mama and daddy.
Yeah, that's
If I gotta sneak you out, goddamn, I'm gonna have to sneak him out too. That's another person. I got that's what I'm thinking. A whole other person I gotta sneak out.
That means you don't break no shit.
There's no nigga in the living room and we no, you can't bring.
You know what? Just stay home. Next
Y'all both
time,
gotta stay home.
whenever you get a babysitter,
We ain't not
yeah,
finding silver. Whenever
you just come in. No.
Niggas,
You gonna watch some Coco, man.
Coco, man, that's wild as a
They
fuck.
got tablets now, boy.
Hey man, y'all
They
boys
got
start
their
getting y'all
tablet.
kids, man. Please start getting y'all kids.
Take care of the kids.
Yeah, man.
So we can take care of their
Back to
mom.
what I was
Please.
saying. That's so
You
bad.
ain't, you ain't doing it. Somebody got it.
Somebody got
It's
to
a
take
dirty
care.
job, but
Hey
damn.
man,
Oh,
She
wow.
better take care of the kids. She gonna
who
bring
wants to
them
be a
home.
janitor?
Come on,
Nobody.
man. Would you rather have them or would you rather them be in our living room?
Yo,
Like, be real with
bring them
yourself.
along, for
When
real.
you put it,
That's a terrible option.
Niggas out here calling
You'll
their
see
uncle.
the drop your IG and everything. This nigga is doubling down on your mother. Okay,
Yo, damn, they probably ain't got no brothers. I ain't calling, I ain't random niggas uncle and
Come
shit.
on, man. That's fucked up. Son gonna be 20
I
years
know how
old.
we do.
22 years old when he realized what was really going on. Like, wait a minute. He is not.
You know, bitch,
Some
you
Monet
calling
and
niggas
Zeke
bro.
type shit.
Wait a minute.
Auntie Monet.
Come on,
Wait
Zeke.
a
Auntie
minute.
Monet. Some bald
You
nigga
remember
come
my
around
nephew
saying he my
Zeke?
dad.
No, I don't.
You know how that shit feel.
Some bald nigga come around saying he my father.
Lord.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Hey man, we
Auntie
appreciate
Monet-
Lex for
so
coming
Auntie
out.
Monet want me to stay over here
That nigga's a
till
real
it cool off.
We appreciate Lex for coming out. Any final words, guys?
Y'all boys, if y'all shit was detachable, you leaving it out, you taking it
this
there.
one really came out. This
Okay.
You act like it was a big bang.
Listen, you might have it. This is gonna be like on Bob Saget when he did one of the dirtiest jokes ever.
Oh God, don't talk.
Man, listen.
R.I.P.
The question is, rest in peace, Bob Saget. The question is,
Man, This is a
I
black
rest my case. I
podcast.
rest my case. I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't saying nothing.
He just died. I was just saying, rest in peace. How you say
We can't say
it?
that.
You can say it.
He ain't innocent.
He was
I'm about to say I ain't gonna speak on it because he dead.
Sorry, you're just a human that died.
Rest in Continue with your afflicted fucking question.
Oh my god.
Alright. I'm gonna ask all the guests.
Damn.
Lex.
Man, this episode cool. Let me keep walking in front of the
Lex, if you were able to remove your vagina,
He started. Now, why you started?
Why you
with
started?
I'm saying
It's fine.
It's weird.
It's fine. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
I said I keep ducking.
You keep walking in front of the camera, nigga.
Man, just say what up.
No, you got love, bro. This shit.
Somebody just say
Come
Come over here.
Hey, nah, I've been ducking the camera.
Fucking nah, nigga, you don't walk across this.
I walk across it.
Yeah, I know that's the part they go fuck with. Really.
Yeah, I didn't even know where the camera was at. I
It's
just
all
knew
good.
it was
We know.
up.
It's all good. You
They
straight.
ain't gonna be able to tell it.
Niggas been talking on the phone and this shit.
Y'all want to know if you could remove your private part, man or woman, would you? If it was detachable and you
if it
could,
was detachable,
would you
are
leave it
taking
home
everywhere
if you
you
could?
take it?
Let's go
You
first.
leaving it at home?
Then we gonna go across the room.
Okay, so to be honest, I would leave it home during a certain time in the night.
You responsible.
I can understand that.
You're
I'm not
very
mad at you,
Leave it
responsible.
home.
I'm not
She
mad at
just
you
need
for
the
that.
rest.
I'm not mad at that shit.
Shard.
Definitely leaving it at home, Mary. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Very-
you
very- I
no,
heard
you're not.
married
You're just not leaving it
I
at home.
heard
You leaving
married
it with
niggas
your
don't
wife.
need that shit at all.
You leaving it with your wife. You're not just leaving it at home at the.
Man,
Well,
put
they
this
say
up
once you-
somewhere, cause
once
I
you get
lose
married-
shit.
Well, I know where it's
I
at.
lose shit. Put this up somewhere.
I know what you about to say.
Once you get married, you might as well take that motherfucker in the closet. 'Cause you're not using that shit.
We might as well swap out with each other for the day.
You an asshole, bro.
I want to feel
You
like
said
I'm
you
doing
with
it.
your wife? No,
Take
you
that
talking
motherfucker
about
with your
swapping
wife.
out for the
Give me
day. I'm not wearing her pussy.
She said swapping out.
What? You want to connect?
Why you?
You want to tap into the feminine energy.
What?
Nobody said you had to whatever.
You don't want to
That's
swap
what
it out.
I said. Swap it out like shit.
Because
Like,
he said giving it to your wife for the day, like she just take it with her, so you don't.
nah,
That's what I meant.
No,
Exactly. That's
no.
what I meant. Why you
So
said
you
swap it
gonna
out?
pull it out
You
of-
talking about him detaching his meat. You said swap.
Like
Oh,
nigga, she
God.
said swap out general, like she can detach her.
No.
You ain't it?
Yeah.
We asked her because she detach hers.
So I assume his wife could detach hers if all women.
I mean,
can.
that's what I'm saying. If
So
that's how that
if a bitch
went.
can take my meat, why can't he take her Gucci for the day, bitch? Oh my god! The fuck? I ain't gotta wear the shit, but I'm taking this motherfucker. You crazy?
So, and it be shit
I'm
like
gonna put
that.
it in my back pocket so
It's
you ain't
not.
get slick. You know.
I can leave it in the trunk.
It's
I'm
not.
You don't get no
me.
fast ideas.
Just in case you try to blackmail
Hey,
me.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna take this
god.
Why the fuck she get to take my
If
meat?
you
and
say
take
it,
that
what if
work?
you
She gonna tell you, alright, now don't take my shit to the
Take a left
bathroom.
coochie. This nigga take a open up his jacket with a whole pocket full of coochie.
That's why I said we asked him.
You said white,
Yeah,
so
I
I
did
figured
put
fucking
it in
I'm
white.
asking him.
I said white.
If I would have asked you, you single, right?
We're getting
don't
around the
need
room,
it.
guys. Hold on.
He's married.
I'm saying, guys,
You did.
I'ma
You
just
said
tell
swap.
wifey to put mine
Exactly. I
up.
said him swap. I said I
Put
ain't
mine in
swapping.
the same place.
He don't want swapping.
Mari,
Shaw
what
the
you
one
doing?
thought of this shit.
Exactly. He don't
Mari,
want
what you
I'm
doing?
keeping mine on me like it is now.
Nobody
I'm
went
Like I
that
said,
far.
bro,
Nobody went that
I'm
far as
saying
far as
her.
wearing it.
So
He
you gon-
said
You
it.
gonna leave
So
your...
you gonna stay strapped? You gonna keep the pole on?
Come on, man. You
Yes.
better have it.
It's like an
Not need it,
AirPod.
then
I'm
need
not
it, and
losing my
have it.
shit, bro. My shit got a special cases right here. I'm not. No.
My shit like a
I
pistol.
just lost my AirPod the other day. I'm cool. I'm
A
irresponsible.
pistol and insurance, boy. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it
And the insurance ain't no
not have it.
motherfucker. That's
Come
a,
on,
ain't no
man.
insurance on it. You can't get another. No.
Yeah,
Like I
nah,
said, you
right.
ain't gonna lose
If
it.
I lose this
Important.
shit or something happening to it,
Keep it on me.
what replacement am I gonna get? Like, how
Right.
can you promise me? You see what I'm saying? Like, so, like, no.
So you keeping yours too?
Yeah.
I'm
What you
feeling
doing?
like, in the world that we live in now, bro, with so much technology,
Keep
like,
mine. I'm not.
What,
keeping it
what
on.
I mean?
they gonna make you.
It's gonna ring or something if you lose?
pay for it. They
I
gonna
ain't
make
You
you
taking
gonna have
another one.
insurance for it too.
I'm about to say they gonna.
I ain't taking it
insurance
on.
it.
It's just like I said, bro. Just like it's just like a
Shit
gun.
is accessible.
It's like a gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I pull it, I'm gonna use it, but I don't mean I got to pull it. I can use my discretion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to pull the discretion.
I can see Cam back. Got
Discretion.
Man, I'm about to go in this grocery store. I don't want these.
God, I got on grease
Let me
sweats
put this
right
shit under the
now.
seat. Goddamn, lock these. You know
Hell
what? Nah, I'm gonna put it on.
You know what?
You never know what I'm gonna walk into.
Come
I'm
on,
gonna put it
man.
on me. You know
know
Saturday mornings at the grocery store, your local Kroger, surprisingly interesting. I'm just saying.
Anyway, take the
Love
poke.
food line. Jay,
Hey,
what
yo,
you
nigga
want?
turn around, got down to go get the poke. Going to the grocery store.
Damn. Left that shit.
Turn like Obama for his mask.
You rushing to the airport. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, I ain't taking my shit off. I got to take that shit with me.
I'm keeping it.
I got to take it with me.
Yeah, bruh. I feel like all singing. I don't know. I feel like Jay said he'll.
Y'all about to say,
Jay, what you
I
on?
feel like because if I take it with me everywhere, I'm just gonna be wanting to use that motherfucker. I'm gonna have to give it a break.
Man.
Like, you know, I'm gonna leave it. They give it, give it some time off.
Let it charge.
Yeah, you did.
Put on the charger.
I mean,
That nigga the
every
charger.
now and then nigga take a little hiatus.
Man, put your dick on the charger.
You know, take a,
You gotta take
At
it.
the same time, it's fasting. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
sometimes you got the
I ain't
fast.
gonna put no
Leave your
dick
sneaky
on it.
link house and leave your dick on the windowsill. God
Ooh.
damn, I left my
Yeah, that
shit.
motherfucker out.
Oh,
This shit
damn.
you talking about? Leave this shit on the window.
Let me call her.
You
goddamn.
better wash it. I know that.
Let me call her.
If I leave it overnight, you better wash
I
it.
ain't leaving that
You
shit.
want to
man.
take care of
Hey
me.
man, I was rushing out to work.
That shit like a dog.
That's a new level of trust. You
Hey.
leaving it with a girl. Like,
I'm
damn.
telling you, you better
I'm
wash
coming
it.
on,
Leaving
I'm
the
coming
meat.
on my
Yeah.
lunch break to get
You
it.
might as well get married if you gonna leave the meat with her. Like, shit.
And lift the balls up when you wash it.
I'm saying, because if you gonna leave your meat with a girl, ain't that the same thing as that's the same thing as marriage? Damn near. Like,
Damn, that's a good question. Do the balls come with the dick?
might as well. You just gonna be walking around with two balls.
I gotta think about it.
That's so
I
ugly.
just,
You know what?
I didn't mean to yell that out.
Lex,
That's
it's
crazy.
been a pleasure having you
It's
here.
been
We
fun,
appreciate
y'all.
We really appreciate you.
This nigga
We
need to stop.
definitely gotta have you back.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Fuck that.
God, it's so
If
stupid.
you gonna leave your meat with a bitch, you might as well get married to her. You
Might
trust her
as
that
well
much.
bring her to
Can
be.
she use it?
You leaving it with her. She gonna do what she want with it.
Hey, it's free game.
That's what I'm saying. If you leave, you might as well
Hey,
get married to her.
think about you at work and you just feel the goddamn.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
literally the same thing. That's basically the same thing as you getting married, bro. Think about it. You get married and you go out. It's plenty of women you could fuck. It's like, ain't no dick on me, baby. It's at home with my wife. Like, shit, she got it. I ain't brought no dick with me. If you're a faithful
I ain't
husband,
got the pole on me.
if you a faithful husband, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you like them old school niggas, shit, then shit.
I gotta sneak out the house. I gotta.
Thing
You know, it's only like that in America when you can have one.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I
You
know.
know, they got 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I know.
You told me no one is looking at America. You know we need to move, right?
Go ahead and drop your
Hey, man.
socials. You feel me? Let these folks know where they can follow you.
Y'all
you
make
know
sure
what I'm
y'all follow me on Instagram at ambitious1lex, where you can see all of my day-to-day lives and different projects that I'll have coming up on there through my organization called Empower Minds and Lifestyle. You guys can follow me on Twitter where I pop my shit.
And I'm gonna let you know now her DMs are because I was trying to DM her to get on the show. On
Oh
Twitter,
my gosh.
And I was like, God damn, like how you send her a message?
Man,
Like,
ain't nothing going on
Whole
there.
pandemic.
But I probably should open them for business opportunities. So if you guys do want to collab with different things, I am very active in the community, you guys. So follow me on Twitter
Shout out to
at
that, too.
Lex_just
what's up,
right.
too.
I'll have
Shout
a
out
lot
to
of
your
great
endeavors
things
for
coming
the holidays.
on. A lot of different projects will be coming out during the springtime. So y'all stay tuned for your girl, please.
Shout out to you donating shit like gloves and socks and
blessings in a bag.
shit people need when it's cold. Not like
Oh, damn, that's hard.
That was one of the projects that we did.
And you ain't got them on the truck or nothing?
No, I don't. So yeah, Blessings in a Bag was one of the projects that we did during the holiday times, where we basically created some hygiene bags for the homeless individuals in the Savannah area. A lot of people donated, so I thank you to everybody who did contribute. I really appreciate it. And some people helped put the bags together, and then a lot of people passed them out too. So it was a great turnout. And we're gonna do it again. So.
That's practical shit. Like
Yeah, just everyday shit. And it was really just to
people really need
show
that.
people that, you know, that we do care about them, and it don't always have to be a lot of shit going on. It don't gotta be like no media based shit. Like, you know, nobody knew what was going on or the different places that I would be. I was just pulling up on folks. So
I didn't know. You might get
Shout out to
sponsored
that.
next year or something.
yeah, so you never know, but blessings in the bag, y'all stay on the lookout for it because it'll be around again. It'll be coming around again, so yeah, that was one of my projects. So a lot of different things will be going on, and I'm cooking up. So
Oh yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
I enjoyed this episode.
I really did.
I'm glad. I hope y'all learned something. You know, it's all about balance. It's all about duality between men and women. You know, it's, everything don't gotta be a fight. We all gotta be able to compromise and be open to different things, y'all.
Until next
Again,
time.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you being here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We signing out. This is your boy Young Silk.
Period.
Never tell. Be no. You know what I'm
And
saying?
your girl Lex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We out. Man.
Hope tight.
Hey. lit.
Yes.
My fault.
This has been a good one, man.
A great one.
This is so fun.
Damn, Shaw, you got your right answer. You already looking from Cali right now.